Mo asantifo bi. What did you people just get from this kind of act? Mu twatro to nipa so antia mo men. Mu bi no. Mu di atrophy ti mo kwara brem se mo banyini na mawu no. Aya na mo men. Mo ya beifo man na obi ma na betumi mo beche o. Bi me die adwuma we be die duro all aspects. Yeah. This is what we call daft politician. Osuro so obi be expose no. Me here competitor. Who is the competitor? I control the airwaves. Nobody here. You can scream, you can shout, you can say, media term. At the end of the day, it is the facts and the people in here. Give me the facts.
This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Until you people bring your documents to prove that you can Boano, Kufu on one fan, young fan one channel. What you see, Jai? Mwenya. All right. Now, where should we start from? You better talk about me, then you better talk about Kobe. Say Ghana for pa be sori anopa. Say and ade achi ekoto ba. Na Ghana for sori anopa. Ye nkwa adwuma adan a ye ekoto ama ba omi anke beto ama ko bi. Na ba omi anyansa be no woni tirim. Wedwa. Me say mo NPP for manhwe ya. Mu di Kevin Telechia, mu nyina mu beko jail. Na debia na mu ko esi amwanga be se mbusamo. For the 1 year, 5 months, was a day and this about pound. Mwanga's a party and a macacha Ghana for Debia Mudia Kuniaba with jail. Mudia Kuniabana mu Bailey wig. Now, me say, one year, every 2028, Namu bills, the Camudia Belly, the Panacha Ghana GDP, be Kebibia. Mo. Every before 1 year, Mubedi police station Kuniaba, 8 years, 60 years, 32 years. Yanshaya by 2028. Na mu bills ka motua bills ka nkwa motua no na eye ne Ghana GDP gina ye pe mu beko manka sanche mu nkwa na obenja gibi na mu beko mu beko police for 1 year 5 months dey pa na maka kire Ghana for mu anka dey message pa na maka kire Ghana for because mo sorry no pa na mu gina jail police station na mu di atam mo pe power na mu so magimi kakra wo for be 1 year 5 months mo shedan tena mo to so enchire Ghana for sa akwa wei obetime di president o sa na adwiri adwuma o sa onipa ebetune mutumi nya sa mo soro na mudi police station akoniaba na no mubusa o when the course ye ye beto ma akwa wei ke beto ma fish ye beto ma kobi enti mo nchire hu se enya de obi abeto ma ba omi ana for 1 year 5 months mutumi tackle government wei mo soro a na mu na police station na mudi atem Kevin Taylor. Me so obi anto aba maame. Me so menji obi a political appointment. Menya MP, menya minister, menya cabinet minister, menya president. A whole political party mo be sorry atena se. Na maka bibia che. So 1 year 6 months mo nhyedan kan bibia o. Ye fa grow to nchen o. Mo so nam kokko ase. Mo nhyedan tena se. Enka say okay, what is the strategy? Na mo sorry and the whole day mo na police station the whole day o. And the whole defeat anopa and a mudjaro horomoto and a moody police station akoniaba and na you see surety benny 1 year 2028 surety in the chair about Miananga the necessary surety MOBO because you see 2 days be a surety ba in the end of 2027 no surety is asa what give me ba omia bedi a flag bearer on grantee one-on-one interview bia o baby on lecture obia obibia ho on ka economy no wasem or try man this a mistake much view and mo sorry anopa yanko di Kevin Taylor tem yanko ya Kevin Taylor yanko ka Kevin Taylor na me yambi me obi anto abama me da me nda ballot paper bi aso me ngigi obi tax wo Ghana me nda committee bi aso me nya member of any judicial there me nchi obi a me nya se mo sorry na Kevin Taylor na court ne police station mu dia koniaba 1 year 6 months ni o me kai mo obi NPP ni bia na no Kevin se me ma obi a chance bia se obi a pese oye popular na obo Kevin Taylor din bia na Kevin abomi din o we dey bra inti blogger bia twe the phone na hey yelti ase Yantiasie Kevin Taylor no mama no de Kevin mo be yes na 32 years for 1 year 5 months so said dey mo nka bibia o mo flag bearer no mumu ohyedam o man no yi ni nefu no abeka nkwasa no kọ ontimi nkyere de opese oye o mo hyere ni leader bia o partners won ni chairman o panyini bia ni wa all direct mu o se sia na nkasa mo nkasa hin na mo kọ direction ni wo he message pen pa na emu message se ade ni pa na mo pese mo ye munye serious o na me metia no bia ntua tax mami o me te se gabi o chida ko ai me kuta foreign passport e de se gabi obi ntua passport taxes mayo enti mun focus na munye modwuma o na mun convince Ghana fo na e beto makoi den ke beto makako munye serious o NPP mon hwe ya 2028 na mun sureties bia chapter ba omia we ya na kwesi awawa na mun koyi obi free prison mon hwe ya 2028 no ye ndu time ye meto aba no na ba omia NPP ya meto abadamu nyamu ya ex-convict o na mu bail condition kwa be GDP munye serious o party no munye serious o se se mu sheda ni any media platform bia legitimate anyansani bi yete so a all che Ghana for adikudie ntia ba omia nim nyansa adikudie ntia wo se obi ani wo bi mu sheda ni bi o mun steady here nobody wants to speak for you o amanfo krom person kasa mo fere mpo so mo kasa amamo munye serious mo party enye attractive o obi antumi yin anim say media me ye adwuma ama ba omia ba power obi antumi nkan o eche se party na enyan o you people should be careful o ya beto makọ ya beto makako erade jabe Muti court ye kwaba yantia se Kevin Taylor hwe ye Mahama ye wone no Kevin Taylor ka say mudi sa 1 year 6 months yaba from day one I'm free power Kevin Taylor and yantia se and John Mahama and Kevin Taylor no and the okaya no Kevin Taylor is on your Ghana ni munye very careful o partners wono ejimi fo na di mani mo no direction o ye beto ma ba o me de beto makako yo me de me tumofo. Me de I am being very generous. On a normal day, and come in can wait chiramo. Na mama mwe jimi ya. Ba onse mo jimi ti ya direct mwa. Mun suya nyansa. Mo bi ambo mi din o. Na mun focus wa Ghana for so. E se Ghana for no. Hwe mama chira wade bi nde. See this. Hwe ensema mo ka chire Ghana for no e wo mutiri mo. Hwe boy we your friend Salam Mustafa. Onse recently Obeka say if we have to weaponize the entire youth of the NPP, I promise you, we will. We any more message, no. Saboy, we menyini channel. We also 40, 41, 43, 44, 45. Menyini channel. We mami yankwara. I am playing with their minds. I am my part in the leadership. I am working on them. I am playing on their minds. Omususa. Mama madwini mrefi na mun concentrate you. The same Salam Mustafa, my mention calculation. Moka adiewe. Mwana moti social media no eh. This is Salam Mustafa 2012. Oh my dear post on internet so. Munya careful MPP for Ghana phone rain fees how. Adia Salam Mustafa posting on social media. Time na Atamils here president no. What is Atamils doing to the baby? Salam Mustafa na and the Obegas on Obe organize the MPP youth no. Oh, nyoma no 2012. Munya very careful oh. Mwajimi oh. Munye careful. Salam Mustafa no onwade awachro. The same person and yes sorry ya or no catch Ghana for say he will organize or weaponize the youth of the NPP. And 2026 onwade awachro 20 ade on the social media. 2012 time at Amos president. Onwade on the social media. You saw the things they did. Mo amudi NPP chimunhwe yo he ye be chimu nyina magum. Someone is saying, "Answer, kwasi afo na mudi omochi. Wonwa de opposite ye. Wonwa de ode president no. Wonwa de a de omde ye Atamils. Ye kakofo asem na kwasi afo bi masu. Ade na wo kakofo asem. Eh. Kofo abewie sika. Ade jantra afo abegu Ghana ma be advisor to to finance minister. Mama ye kakofo asem na ho na ye jantra ni president jen kofo. Enya na me kan yo. Gizal yaji say kofo is promiscuous or ye jantra ni enya me na me kan ye. Menga se me di kofo atem. Ye renfi bibia o Munsie nyansa o MPP for. Munsie nyansa papa. 1 year, 4 months to 5 months. Mon kan bibia o. De bia na mudi court achirentwie, mudi police station achirentwie, and na mokoba. Mumusa mo say e na echo wrong. What is happening? Cynthia MPP for this is some of your receipt. Nyoma moye yeni binye against Atamils, a whole professor. This is what Salam Mustafa. And you know the funny thing, and the MPP for these are the people who are leading the MPP screaming, say Obi Achi Obi. Media, I'm just a messenger. A messenger without the Bible or the Quran. Media, some nam de ba you. Me president too. Me decide my president too. Me entum yobian to me swaba wo. Me kuta American passport wo. Me sebio me ma me ne me papa ene me nuanom na e Ghana fo. Me nji obi aka pro. Inti se me din na mo de be mo campaign dia mo be ko 42 years no. Won wa dia mo ye enne san kwasiafo we tietiem. Na dia ya na e tan ne say and what they do is say oh MPP for especially I can follow more MPP no. They think they are so smart, and they think say they can pitch people against people. It don't make us Kevin Taylor. Noma, some of Kufuor, and Kufuor ni gold. I am assessing Kufuor's leadership. And I'm being crata chiremo. Sankamuni munyansa. Kamaka se mumia fan crata anko chere Kevin Taylor and then Kufuor say obwa. What did it to demo yet? We di Kufuor them. We di Kufuor them and found power. Yeah. And we ba umya picture. Now we Kobe picture. Now the quest survey or Ghana say one day better mana. One year Kobe benya 98%. Hey, munye serious o. Salam Mustafa, nyoma we be no church at Tamils. Mo ana mu refi mu home. Mo ana mu Jimmy. Hey. 2012, then Salam Mustafa Troye. Salam Mustafa Troye say, stupid fools uncommitted crime. Morons uncommitted crime. It is Mills who is a drunkard and destroyed his life. Mills' rotten throat cancer should be their concern. That Mills is president too. According to must say, Mills cannot stand unless he is given shots of heroin. Kwasiafo, it's Nanado these pigs want to insult. Punks on majority caucus. Insulted Mills, insulted the majority NDC in parliament. This is Salam Mustafa. Then the make we a piglet, a munti bid that Kevin Taylor diatem. Why not Jimmy? Mo MP before they be a make catch them. It's the people. As ever I catch me, it's not true. I don't think. Yeah. Salam Mustafa no DMPP youth anymore. And some of our church at Tamils, any the Parliament of Ghana. Was he arrested? No. And you see, MPP, our biggest enemy is social media. Our biggest enemy is the internet. Our biggest enemy, any platforms to say. Because in him, Sanka, social media amba, TikTok amba, Facebook amba, and yami young people like us, I want fair NBA platforms to say, and church and semwa anka MPP betna Ghana swatch papa. You see, right now, they are struggling to adapt. They are struggling to understand the new kind of politics. Because Jandam is dead. These are some of the things they did. Obia and Chiomo. Nende Ghana Police Service, security agencies, crack whip na. You see, and TB da. John Mahama is stifling or free speech is under siege in Kwasiafo. Free speech is under siege. Mwamoti America, ana moya Ghana for no. Say the same things they are saying in Ghana in America and see say you will survive. Mr. Mo, Mwamoti Ghana na, moti America na mo ye de ye kasa, ye de ye asante forma. De Enkwara ne kan na ye chi omko hye mu no ka bi wo America ti America president na hwe. Ka mukuru na moto eyi nkase no ene wura mu na mugu no anka be fono mo. Adentina mutena krom ha de mon kan sem say ya bi enche the president of America, the Congress of America, the Senate. Why don't you do the same? Kwasiafo. Me di matema na me ni age because mu agimi. Enti mo a you are crying say I don't know biakasa ya chi no Ghana no. You also have the right to speak in America. You have every right to write even. Don't even speak. Write it and post it about the United States president, about Congress, about a member of Congress or Senate. Just do it. You have the liberty to do it. So America, a place where free speech is what condoned. So why don't you people, Monkwasiafona mu defend NPP wa bronchi say yachi obi na yeka obi kasa bo ahye no. You also live in another country. Do the same and let's see if you survive in Kwasiafo. Na motiti America Kwasiafo hiafo ma. Mo chro articles. John Mahama na efo. Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo when he came into office, in Kwasiafo to someone monimu lines mu dwane ko South Africa. Moa. That is why you people are jobless. You go school because you cannot basically get a permanent job for yourselves. It's on. A lot of people in Ghana, scholarship. It is because they cannot get a job. So the excuse is that I'm going to school. So more Kroma na muko school. Write the same thing about Trump. Write the same thing about Congress. Write the same thing about Senate. And see so better na. You are foolish people. If you the young German see meboa kwasiafo ma. Anytime be di matama na meni agi because mo Jimmy. These are some of the things Salam Mustafa wrote. These NPP pigs. This is 2012. That time I was not president. Kwasiafo. Yabe kai mo sang mo to me in your politics mo ni space for Ghana politics mo biem NPP nkwasiafo we. You are done. These NDC pigs and swines are just too pissing. Where are these bunch of zombies coming from? So Nanado cannot just do anything in this country. Nanado goes on a listening tour. These same bunch of punks insult him. We do a prayer service and still Nanado is being insulted. Why? How much do talk of this half-dead walking corpse who shits on himself? How much do talk of this? Maybe it was a typo there. How much do talk of this half-dead walking corpse who shits on himself? Mills is an occult and an insult to Christianity that he fronts with the religion. Salam Mustafa the church did with Mills in 2012. Kwasiafo. Jimmy for we catch so obe weaponizing the youth of NPP. Yebe bomu nyina mutiri mutu Kwasiafo to go and fight who? Oh, weaponize them to do what? These are foolish people. And you don't have to pay attention to the NPP. Makacha Ghana for Jimina or Mujim. Team, do you have something for me? Team. All right. Why do you want me to put that? Oh, okay. So my team is mentioned my DB. Atamils, right? Let me show you this. Thank you, Mr. S. My team is mentioned my DB. See this. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked and hurt. I'm sure idea. Thank you, Mr. S. Let me show them this. Yeah, live production. That's what we do. Fridays, I do what I want. Now, I'm sure idea. Oya nkrimuni, oya Ghanani. You ask yourself, say, hey. Oh, my dear, see this first. My team sent me my DB. Let me lower this one. Try there. And put this up here. Atamel died on the 24th of July, 2012. He was 68 years. At 37 Military Hospital. On the 19th of July, and Salam Mustafa Tros Adiwe. Eba, me chawa there. Okay. Now, I want to show you something. Atamels died on the 24th of July, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 24th. Salam Mustafa, he knew Atamels was sick. 5 days after he wrote this, 5 days, and Atamels wuye. Stupid fools, morons. It is Mills who is a drunkard and destroyed his life. Mills' rotten throat cancer should be their concern. Mills cannot stand unless he's given shots of heroin. Kwasiafo is Nanado these pigs want to insult punk on majority caucus. Oh, you see these people? Atamels died on the 24th of July. On the 19th of July, and Salam Mustafa Etros Adewe. So you see, they deliberately do things. Into today, you see people defending the NPP, defending the crimes they are committing. Now, Emrani Yejuma, you see these people. Intimi akona metihano, be so stupid inti. Ubia ya adiana police action. Then I sit here because of politics. I should defend that. Who on earth to see this and be like NPP a party? Are you mad? Are you mad? And a political party like that, they are still considering putting these people in front of their party as leadership. You see the party they are part of. Oh, conform Kasama NPP. Don't say those who are speaking for NPP on social, they cannot say we want NPP to come to power. All that they are doing is they think they can say things. They can lie. This is the NPP for you. Jack, the NPP, Jimmy Bruta. I despise them, my own political. I just despise them. I'm a very bad people. They have no feelings. These are crazy people. We are not supposed to treat them like humans. I'm telling you, how many feelings? My dear Yana say, when you treat them the same way they treat you, then they get offended. Why do you get offended? The treatment, so people with the same treatment, and then they get angry, they get offended. You sometimes ask yourself, this is what they did to Atamels. In fact, so we picture away now, picture away what Salam Mustafa posted. This picture of Atamels. This is what Salam Mustafa posted about Atamels. And the Salam Mustafa catch Ghana for say Onobe Gada a weaponize MPP youth. Miracle Abwajitina TV so no say or no a release ne communicators. Now no MPP communicator can stand me, Kevin Taylor. Me I can hit where it hurts. Big time. Metuma Bomakuma, the party will collapse. And that is what I'm doing gradually. Me do that party no. I am about 70%. 28 me guno. They do things to people. When you do same to them, then they start to scream foul. Hey, you been see that? I don't know much sir. Ghana mrano. And yes, obia sir. It will be to me Kasawa Ghana. Free speech in Kwasia 4. This was free speech, right? This was also free speech. So you see, Sir Ninjiwi, he will never stand anywhere to defend the Yana. He will never do it. Sibia wahanani a chatro. Hey, ready. Ultimately, jina baby and defend it on one chrome. He need to say Sibia o defend us and Tenibuza was adentra. He's trying to prove himself in the party. And you see, dear Yana say, all the things that they say today are lies. Hwɛ papa penyini o. Hwɛ n'anim fin. Hwɛ teniba. Ontumi pon defend ne hini wɔ kurom. Ontumi ngina baby and defend Yana. He cannot say any good thing about Yana. He cannot defend his own king. He can't. He cannot defend him. But you see how sheepishly the slave kind of mentality in Kwasum or Tafria Santeto, he and the funny thing is, all that he's doing, I'll just say politics, it's a total lie. A tro. Da bena Jo Mahama ka say Asante di go di yekwanya Asante and Kai we did do too. When did Jo Mahama say that? Let's read the report, exact words of Jo Mahama. A transcript of the relevant portion of the original recording is reproduced below. And I quote, these are the words of Jo Mahama. The Akans have a saying that, or say, Asantefowa Asambi a Omoka. Me kind de Jo Mahama kaye that time. Na ubiati de Jo Mahama kaya, sa teni abuya, awesome eye NPP na no etafre Asantefo tono. Na Ghana fomu. You see, NPP negu nyansani nim. This is the transcript. Say obi wo any counter transcript or what audio on the bonchire say what I am going to read here is different from what Jo Mahama said in the Ashanti region. Entron kwa NPP for apo kwasi afo na me wasting time on. A transcript of the relevant portions of the original recording is reproduced below, and I quote, the Akans have a saying that no matter how well the chicken dances, it will never please the hawk. No matter how well the chicken dances, it will never please the hawk. Jo Mahama Kasano say, Yenya Santifo, Minyanuma Santifo were a baby or mubu. Almost say Akuko Sasen Kura Enya Kroma Fe. Where Jo Mahama that time Okwa Santimemu Kasa Obube Asantibe and Obu Yeno Kani Brofum. Or say, Yenya Santifo, Yananamu wa Semia no moka. A baby or bubu, almost say akoko sasen kura akroma enyan fe. He continued, therefore, we need not be discouraged by that, because for some people, even if we cover all the ground with gold in Kumasi, they will not appreciate it. Or see, yananamu baby say akoko sasen kura enya akroma fe. Now I'll say a tia say. And he said, no ebuya bem as a political party ye NDC. If we say, ya wa NPP for the biwa santimemwa, say the gold crab ya santekwaya omo enyo mo fe. He was on a political platform. And o bube ediesi asamoso. Jo Mahama was not speaking to Otumfo say to. It was a campaign platform. Sa time no na NDC area campaign was Santimemu. Jo Mahama was talking to the NPP who were their opponents. Or see, akoko sasen kura kroma enya ne fe ye nananum ne bube. Na eno no eni se buye NDC fo abem. Every say e kan nipa bi nkwa wa Santimemu omo ye NPP fo a ye ne omo contest na. Say ye the gold kura ye kwan a omo de enya omo fe. I don't do for MPP ni. Now, when you go on, the mischievous elements behind the doctored tape cut out portions of this statement to make it appear as though the president said, and I quote, as for you people, even if we cover all the grounds with gold in Kumasi, you will not appreciate, end of quote. And a man for Dane na no. And a omuchucha tape no. And almost say, Jo Mahama say. Jo Mahama kacha santimai say, wakacha Otumfo say ye the go to cry and kwanya enya ne fe. Onyankopon agrada was rebe JC MPP mu. These are the people we are dealing with. These are pathological disgrace to humans. Like these are foolish people. In today, because of Jimia, I know being Tima say, so Adena Kevin, you are being too hard on these people. When more people for you kwasia forma. John Dramani Mahama was on a campaign stage. He was making his point, and he was speaking to the NPP for more santimemwa. The NDC ye nyina no omoni so. Omo ye mu a anka sese kwa NDC ye ekwan gold kro mbeka so omo de omo hu ye. John Mahama was speaking to NPP for our santimemu. I don't do for MPP Niana because from you people, the way you are twisting the story, you want it to sound like Otu for MPP, Otu for MPP ni on your NDC ni. So you see, it shows that the MPP as a political party, Jimmy
use gold. If we use gold to build a road, in fact, for Asantis, they won't appreciate.
So, I'm going to tell you for a fact. We are quite bottle. So I say me boy, me yin who TV so. Akwa we are quite bottle. And see. These are the people we want to hand Ghana over to. Also, time Ghana mom 8 years. We saw them. We saw the way they reason. We should not give them any chance again close to power. I am not just saying it. I just say I'm a time. I have weighed them. I know them. They are my people. Jimmy. They live on lies. They thrive on lies. Every time you am going to check on a beer, omuntumi you omu free or no mako chu for be show manim. E dey some boxing ring him. Say o jabo omo, o jabe omo. Na so omuntumi en jabe back, omuntumi punch back. No my fast omo dey 2 for be show manim. Into no tete 2 for echi. Ai, opa bo 2 for, ubo 2 for asanteman. That is what the NPP does. And from Jeko for time, sankwasi ade no ma ya ba bedru ha. Naturally, they are not smart people, the NPP. Naturally, they are not intelligent like that. Naturally, they cannot communicate. They are very good at lying. Whenever you push them to the corner, whenever you are using the fact to face them, whenever you are telling them to answer you with the fact, no matter what. So when you want to jab them, no matter what, and you been a media kofua me expose kofua omse kofua nyini adena me di na tem udia santema tem because every time they are in the corner they cannot express themselves prove someone in nyansa. That's what they do. No makofo otumfo be show manim. And so what's the dia every day biano wetia otumfo wetia santeman but me I'll punch through obi ojina menim to come and hit you. The matrix no I'll punch through otumfo, it will not hit otumfo. But what will 2 for no? And my punch will hit you. And if the matrix hit, I will shadow punch you. Or 2-4 said he will not get a cut. He will not get a hit. He will not get any effect. By you behind 2-4, you will get the effect. That is my specialty. So I'll go through 2-4 and I'll knock you out without hitting 2-4. And that is what I have done over the years. More MPP for more Jimmy. What to say? NDC communicated via kasa akofa ohini bi abehye nanim oh awonafo hene o ka say kire no oh o ka say kire srebufo hene o ka say kire what is the NDC ni bia bi that never. The NPP is a tribal party a jibi for the gum. They cannot think everything is supposed to be about tribe. These are the facts. It's in why the Gina baby since some can answer obi antumi for evidence my. And the same thing, and it's not Chroma, besides, get me, Yensrobia, Yentiobia. Ya bet Shramunina, Yentiobia. Besides, I think I have it on the system. Let me see if I can find it. Yentiobia, Yatikroma. Besides, I can't find it on my system. Let me see. Yatiano Mustati Yentiobia. Yes, thank you, Besides, I have it. Yatiano Mustati, yeah. John Mahama kwa santimemu ena okaka kire 2-4 say yenti obia inti asantefoi asantemaye John Mahama di eye de 2-4 atam ne te Ghana om de campaign for years ene eye de asema 2-4 na ye party ena 2-4 fra John Mahama as a special guest e wo no an fie ena o say John Bra John Mahama ko 2-4 fie 2-4 ye party ena ye ne agase ye Daddy Lumba Africa Michael Jackson may he so rest in peace. Daddy Lumba enyom na 2-4 ka kire omo band no wo se mombo Lumba nyom ma me na me do Lumba oye me wo fa ase me ya sante hene ena band na omo ho no ebo Lumba nyom na band na enya nyum bia ambo 2-4 na ka se mombo ye ntio bia ma me na me di me de ma woda me ntio bia me jimani ne akakra no abre ena okogina gate it was 2-4 any lady ni kwa na esa enyum na omo bokwa John Mahama ntumi nto 2-4 nana no dem nana onkwaso. But you see how Asante for a Danny case no. Otumfo fie, otumfo ye party, otumfo to nsa Fred Mahama bra. And otumfo live band and otumfo catch say mombo ye nti obi ama me na mensa. Ye pie free party ni ba abontene a ye say John Mahama be gire otumfo ni maka chen say ye nti obi anti odi otumfo atem. Asante for ni bi ya beifo. Asante for ni bi ya so omo beye duro. Asante for ni bi omo ya beifo omo mu bi. They just deliberately decide to destroy people because of politics. Ni nyina JJ Rollins hu ehinti. Me say the oseme boa no on my first video mbra me kire Ghana for say John Mahama kan say mo asantefo ni bi mo ya beifo. Mo ya beifo ma mo bi mo na mo say Ghana mo asantefo ni bi mo ya beifo. Ade we dey na munya free mu. What did you get? Munya idea na free mu. What did you people get from it? Mo asantefo ni bi. What did you people just get from this kind of act? Mu twatro to ni paso antia mo men. Mumu bi no mu di atrophy ti bonkwara brem se mo banyini na mawu no aya na mo men en mo ya beifo ma na mumu bi no aden avere the whole Ghana ye nyina ye hunu kura no meboa enintina sala na ntwie we so begina ho John Mahama say so that is what they do. That is the fingerprint of the NPP. Oka ma samo pe na ma be ko hye otumfo echi ubotumfo botumfo ma ye kasati otumfo omo de omo jimi no no mra kwodete otumfo echi edu be so tia omo a omo so kasati a wakasati otumfo wakasati opemso ohi asanteman. That is what the NPP does. A jimmy for party. They cannot stand alone and defend themselves. Anybody obi okasama NPP be to ngina and defend the NPP, they will have to bring in otumfo video me boche we enya we ya. It doesn't it worry you? See the number of years people have believed the NPP, the lies. Now John Mahama, nyame na keep it to this time go so long time. Hey, na nipa ba kuma kan say how you incite one individual against a whole place, a whole ethnic group. What is that? Adie pa na moje. Adie na moje mo asantifo di bi mo ya beifo otom. Mo bi mo ya beifo otom, mo mpa de pa. I am telling you people, atrono ayana mo de yeden. Mumu bi na mo di atrono e de mamo, de na ye mamo. Yes. All right, we are good. Let's get serious, my people. Started politics, they need you. No. That time, no, a campaign to make sure NPP takes over from him. He was speaking about Atamils. Obi oti di baby kura onya na aju so be the president wa ba akokore wie no. Ene akofa na ba. Kofo ya. O be bia 10 years start free. Won be bia nkwase akeka na start free. No mo bot ejeso. And they aseme enka kofo asem oye penyini. On kasantia will be ada. Now me, it's not in my interest to speak against him. I don't even speak against Kufo. I'm telling you. Kufo got some indina temia. No krena me de pemne hwenano. This is what Kufo was telling Atamil. Satana Kufo jinana so. Or the ajantra for be advisors to Osafumafo. And a person done it to me Edeme Kufuado. And I catch Ghana for Atamils. Professor Obetmachre Kufo, Brofo Kufo or Bonfo Brofo Klotminka. J. Kufo, or to two brofo basate semia, or bonfo brofo crown to minka, or just stage catch there at time to say. And this is Vakofako Krebia or no, Obiako cra only mupo, shan in some who know just stage catch there, Ninia Penny. And now the Kaku for some I say, hey, what can I say penny? Now, no, on didn't quite something collaboration. So you see, Atamos ya more foul. Politics in tea, and a Maku for to make us Atamos and him. Nanka ya can yansa adisuane nyansa kofo nkonto atamels 1 second kra by politics inti. So you see where these people they are coming from. They are diabolic people. Omutwatro edi nsamhunu. Na opesa otia omope hey usa oya kwara wakase tie otwanyini wakase tie otumfo wakase enkwasiade a NPP ya no mde be pi hanne. Yakofa nkrata ba be kire Ghana for say J Kofo na JJ Rollins yiri bewu omwa no na on assistant as a former president wanye modern nkrata ba be kase eboa no mode mu Jimmy ti wase Kofo anyini. J Kofo Shraj report say J Kofo jantre ni ba na odede be advisor jantre ni a oya Iraqi ede be advisor to the finance minister. Monfa krata meka nyansa meboa no mudi mu Jimmy itima mi musa Kofo question. Shraj report say J Kofo jantre ni no ene ne ba ehia Kofo dem ne bedroom na Kofo ne oba na eda ene o ka kire ne ba ne se maami we be boa wo ama metuma to hotel no into ne be di wanim. Shraj report ne kan mo entuma fa report am ka se meboa wo se Kofo anyini na kwasi ampanyi wana ne papa so. My father is almost 80 years. Why na ne papa so? Kwasi afo the whole Ghana attacking number 1 Ayo Pambo, a very solid guy at a point. Nipa bi o madwe senka ombe bre opambo ase. But you see, there are some people who are very resolute. They are not easy to bend. And the honest truth is, Opambo a very solid guy. And in terms of Obia ultimately breaking it easily. In fact, my senior brother, I had a half brother who is passed. Inti Odena call Pambo sorry da. Now sorry one day be no call and okay to akwa sorry da. That's it. Now Ope a software or one of those are software they have gone through a lot when it comes to people tagging them and trying to discredit them and all that. But me Opambo go there software na me niwo. Nyame friend na me niwo. But what I see as a human being, I mean, it's a very solid guy. Only easy to break. And those are the kind of people I respect. It's very solid. You know, for the to China, I don't know. But if you take him as a human being, or one of those are software for a very long time, among for a person who break, easy. Then they get a space to control Asante Maya and Ashanti region so foodie. But we realize here, there are a lot of software almost at two Asante no more journey through Abankai. But this guy has been there. And there are some people who start from the Ashanti region, they try to fight this guy, but we're marking the territory. Or to say Jata, we're marking the territory. It does not matter how you try to fight him. He will still be solid. That is one thing I like about him. Onye easy to break. Easy. And Nippon Mutisa, I respect them. Anytime I can say, I never come to the pen as I'm taking no. Minimbe bia nipa opambo se mi shawa question na me papa na taking no. O ya ne saying. I am not the super group before now because society ni enyi papa enyi. Me feel o macho man so ai macho man so to be kashem. Sango for me no. Ai meti ase macho man no. Or I couldn't tell said yeah, but pump one here one day or babo on so because utumi man charge it. Aye, if you have to some match on no. Onya kwababo pump one so by we are pump the be check it. Also, papa, no problem. Macho man we mean you. Or pump one in the macho man way. Over how you do too. Aye. But that's just by the way. And I want to say this. There are a lot of people are omnim a lot about Obiti Seme. And I've been monitoring some things on the internet. There's one lady on the internet, they share a lot of things. And I feel, say, my advice to this lady is say, you have been on the internet for long. You have gone through the trauma. You have gone through the spiritual part, the physical part. Obia when the demons are all fighting on this planet. Obia when the problems are all facing and trying to fight. But there are some people who have been on the internet for some time. And through a year, their willingness to learn, they might have their own flaws. I'm talking about their willingness to learn and also progress from where they started and where they are now. And even with their little education and how they have been able to, use the internet to build their lives. At least, and you're going to say payday. If you've been able to create something out of nothing on the internet to be able to take care of your family, you have, especially if even, as I say, on school now what you may use the internet to make something better for yourself. I think say what the point to be, you are not supposed to prove yourself to anybody. You see me, I don't go into showbiz a lot. TikTok, social media, in same yomoka about me. I don't do that. That mean yes, I know money too much. I do strictly politics. Once in a while, I'll talk about some funny things. But I saw a video of one lady on the internet. I'm not here to mention names, but I feel say you don't have to prove yourself to anybody. Me, I've disagreed with you on so many things, but you see, it's about so we who you are and in Sembia Waka. You also have your life. Don't let anybody man penema obi why frustrated baby and now undo a level cry in life, your achievement, to force you to even show the world what you have achieved, where you live, your family, the things that makes you happy. Don't expose it to the internet. And as an advice to this lady, don't pick a camera and enter your room and enter your house and prove yourself to people who cannot even buy a garage door. Don't do it. This is the internet. Don't do it. Don't prove yourself to anybody. Keep doing what you are doing. If that is going to give you $1 to be able to take care of your kids, it is what you do that is helping you take care of your kids, your family. That is the most important thing. Don't let somebody frustrate you to pick a camera, enter your home, and show me, this is what I have. You have achieved a lot, and you have to be pleased with yourself and pleased with your God. So, we should not allow people. There are so many people out there, the things you have been able to achieve with the little that they cannot even achieve half of it. Don't prove yourself to them. Miracle, they have said a lot of things about me. They've said a lot of things about me. Baby, I'm dear me ye, me see me yere dross, me ni baby me take basement, me ye juma waha, me ye. They have said a lot. The issue is because they don't know me, because they don't know what I have control over them. So don't give too much. Don't let somebody who is desperate, who is lesser than you in finances, what you have achieved, don't let such people push you to tell people, this is what I've achieved, this is my house. No, that is you. That is what you have been able to build. That is why there are so many Ghanaians in America, they don't know, baby, what I do, the car I drive. That is not their life. That is not their problem. It is my problem. And I'm not going to put myself out there and tell you my house, my car, my family, what I've acquired. No. It is between you and your God. Just appreciate it and keep that. The social media life where you go there to make a business, to take care of yourself, your kids. What people say about you is your opinion. So I was very worried when I saw that. And I want people like that to understand. Beginnings, and we know what people have been able to achieve from their beginnings. And as much as sometimes we don't agree with some things that you might say or I might say, people have personally built their lives from scratch. Not everybody in America is able to live where you live or what you have been able to achieve. So don't prove yourself to anybody. Don't let anybody force you to pick a camera, walk in your house. And no, don't do that. Because 99% of the people you are angry with and you are trying to prove to, they cannot achieve what you have achieved. There are some of them who are saying things to you at school, and also school that, but you have been able to do better than them. So there's an open advice. I'm not going to delve, but sometimes some things I'm like, hey, you have gotten to that point. You have been able to achieve it. You have been able to. People didn't give you a dog chance, but today you are independent. You are able to say, this is what I've been able to do with my husband and my kids. That is the most important thing. You don't need to show anybody what you have been able to achieve. Please. As much as I don't talk these social issues and all that, just focus. Don't worry about what people say. That makes you powerful. Because if you get to know everything about me, then I'm not powerful than you. I don't want you to know anything about me. The less people know about you, the more powerful you are to them. It's just an advice I wanted to give to a sister. I saw a video on the internet. She was so crazy. She was so mad. She was trying to tell people, no, don't do it. If you're a wonderful woman to your husband, that's the most important thing. If you're a wonderful mom to your kids, that's the most important thing. Your business is your business. Deal with business and leave family. What you have been able to achieve, leave it out. If they want to do that, it's their problem. But I can tell you and I can bet you, what you have, 99% of people who are insulting you or trying to force you to say some things or show them, they don't have it. Now, let's move on. Now, there's another thing we need to... Andra, Assemblye court. Now, I think, say, the issue is now coming out. Mumi and Ridi, ne share. You see BBC court. Chairman, I want to make court. Andra, no. And this was put out by Peter Teria. Andra, na our court will be chairman. I want to me echo court no na ose or hobby. And a Coleman a catch them no. Mr. Coleman or Rick Ramai. Coleman and Rick Ramai. He does not care what people say about Coleman as well. King. Mimbo this Macacram yourself. And there's some sort of some show you. Coleman as me and found. As me make obiasem. If you come and I tell people that me I eat dog, but I don't eat dog. It doesn't worry me. Come on, you eat dog. Come on. Say go you kramaya. A day now for phone text me. Come on, you kramaya pa. Oh you kramaya. As my me can and found no for phone. Now text me. You know, even me, mommy read your catch me. Hey, come on. You you kramaya. We and family, you know. You are right. Proud of you. Nice advice. I will not worry about what people say about me. You can say I chew dog, but you chew dog. Come on, how you cry? Oh, man, may you that to me motivation of you. Oh, you cry. The mechanic no great. I don't know about text again. Say, I the mechanic no crap. Now, I'm for grass. I'm cry. But how you cry? Oh, can't great. Go back. Oh, can't great. I can't get it before. Oh, no. Now, let's take off business. I said, Rachel, I want to me call court. No, I'm call court. No, I bet you a DC or court. Come on, forget Kuman. Go on, you're correct. We'll be Alfino. Now, this is what happened. I say, I didn't want to write this unfortunate incident that happened in court yesterday during Wuntumi's Samurai Boy cross-examination prior to the tears of sorrow. A Chinese friend close to Wuntumi told me that incident rather made Wuntumi wept and not the issue of lawyer Martin Pebu. No media house has published it, though it was an unfortunate and embarrassing issue in our justice system. Now, what is that embracing issue? What is that embracing issue? That was a question that he asked. Wuntumi was caught by smart Deputy Attorney General with Apo. It is true. It happened. Yase Wuntumi Andra okwasha adakama yetutu turano. Sana Wuntumi ekuta paper bia watchro bibia Apo bia or answer free so ya prepare no and ya trap ogu paper so the shade to and we yatete and you busa the questions no and Wuntumi e ready. Now you enko the okan the details. Lotto 677, Lotto 67, Lotto 67, okay, Lotto 67 with DBO 12,000 at that time no. Lotto 677, Lotto 67. Now moment kind details no. So this person goes to the court and na oche DC and the Oma beka bibia nche. During the cross-examination, the smart and intelligent Deputy Attorney General, Justice Shrimsai, detected that Wuntumi was reading from a red paper smuggled to him allegedly by the court interpreter against the rules in trials and complained openly to judge. Immediately, Wuntumi denied, but the judge, in quote, ordered for a search. Yasita mana Attorney General Shrimsai, Deputy Attorney General to Wuntumi ano omo sekrata akoko bi hye ho a Wuntumi answer na nipa odema eye Wuntumi say onsa fa amfa sakrata ne hye no na eye court interpreter. Hey, or justice system, we need to look at it very well. Won't to me any questions? I don't know. Court interpreter no smuggle a red paper ya chro answers be a gum. Ena yadima or smuggle the ma won't to me na show won't to me who are dakanim. And I want to me I say yes, true. 3 points. Won't to me. Were you wearing red boxers? False. Give it for wood to me. Into then I want to me and say when we are the crat time and court or interpreter and also jail by 10 years. Now yanking kind into ho and a court judge in the case that be mon search wound to me Sisiania ye wound to me dross. Pram and your dear son am the shwasi, yes, you have a pano. Bema tintingram wa shen. And aquano oban na a yoba police no honest on but wound to me search. And oh you wound to me belt or to chene. And obi and zip se and o jagu wa gra and o den insani also would to me benyina no and o pejai. Yasi some you go to any gender about any man said the abono. Sa one niasra neutralization. And police ni ba na ho na judge say search him. Sandra na want to me or curtains, mo kai so white curtains bi. And now my men say want to obopo mienu e won ne curtains no and my men say ne and o dwa ya dra want to me e boxers ya chire ama piano the boxers no designer no ya fe ama piano and my men no e start is obo want to me search or the son na ha be ha no the fan na motuom and o so want to me be mem no so mu say no pagya na o hwa ase e dia na ye ko hwa want to me abobokra ta hwa de hwa ase. The Ghana, ye Jimmy too. God's comedy channel. Ye Jimmy brutal. My many boss search. When so your plan bang, open down to me benin. People no tiadi nasi no say. Mapo, ibazin ho shasi we mapo. It's ye kwe the moment can guy. And my many born search. This got the interpreter also angry and denied knowledge of the contents in a small sheet. It interpreter na or the paper na want to me share the shwasia. Mami police no opeja ma po ni benin no ka de ebazo no shasi ma po no. Yes interpreter no so ni bu ofu adentra. Yes ono the paper ma eye want to me. Now uko enima say this got the interpreter also angry and denied knowledge of the contents in a small sheet. The judge got angry after it was revealed by the interpreter that the small folded sheet was given to Wontumi secretly by his lawyer via a court staff during the cross-examination without being detected by anyone in the court. Interhona interpreter so ekasene mekano kre. Krata kokona ehye Wontumi ne hwanasen eye court fo ni bi ena lawyer na eye apia kubi kronfo no apia kubi na de ma court ni ba ko se monfama Wontumi wa adaka nim interpreter ni ka cha judge ni say eye apia kubi na muamua krata na wa chrochro answers wo mu e na de ma ni court ni ba ko na ode fa kire de ma Wontumi abra court ni bia obi a wo court o nipa oye dwuma ko obi ehu. The red piece of paper was retrieved from Wontumi and given to the judge, who, after inspecting, forwarded it to Deputy Attorney General to verify the content, which has link with the questions he was asking Wontumi. Intiasi, omuchi Wontumi no, ena eye den, eye judge no, eje paper no, okache eye police ni ban say fa paper ne mam. And also a paper ni mu demi. And say paper na she Wontumi hwase. E ho afin and odema a yesrem sai. In the same side so umpe problem no. And o yini hanky no de na done evidence. What done evidence? Wontumi is a pop star. And a srem sai so be mu into the hanky. And a man a the gloves so be mu and then OJ Simpson case. And o read here. Na say dia wa krata ni mu no. Na eye apia kubi and a trotro a podia man say obusa we can we obusa we can we and a srem sai ka che say I am pa. In some na ya chogu krata no so no eye nsam a mi busa ya tra pa ma Wontumi say onyia no. Inte ho and judge ni hwe Wontumi enim. Inte ho na Wontumi estati say osu. Me eso osu sa ponche osu ada ya gina Paul one from our Paul mam Mamen police nyin wabɔ mu wontum nti saa asɛm wei sɛ ɛyɛ mfantini na ɛka news na anka mo bɛte sɛ andre nwumre ɛyɛ Cape Coast FM ɛna ɔmo yɛ news no ɔmo se wabɔ no nson wapa ho simedu kun na asɛm a osi wɔ court no onyi wɔfrɛ me Albert Kwame Nata minyimpa a ɔproduce mo ha no wɔfrɛ no Albert Arabata na nsɛm no mo odi dusunyi Chama wuntumi watch no court there. Wabobɔ kratae ɔda ahyɛ ne benyina ase. Na yɛnkyɛkyɛ nsɛm no mu. Ɔyɛ NPP fo one chairman always santimemu. One chairman always santimemu wɔ friend chairman wuntumi nze okopie ɛyɛ court a ɛyɛ nsɛm a ɔfa ɛyɛ galamsey hun wuntumi po court no ɔtoto nano. Na wɔhun there wuntumi ɔde krata kakraba kokɔ na ɔda ahyɛ na himem na ɔrekinkan nsɛm na nsɛm no kokɔdo no ɔyɛ attorney general nso n'ani bu bibi do na ɔka kyerɛ madam judge dɛ bibi rekɔdo wɔ wuntumi ne ntem na wɔnhwɛ azekor ɛhɔ ɛna judge no ɔka kyerɛ ɛyɛ man police a ɔhɔ dɛ ɔmbɔ wuntumi ne search na man police no so amanfrɛ man fa do ɛhɔ ana ɔsɔ wuntumi ne belt mu na oyi ɛna oyi ne bente na ɔde ku fom na ɔsɔ wuntumi ne benyim na ɔtwe na ano no na nasen na wohu de eye krata wabobɔ ne fia na ɔhyɛ wuntumi ne benyini ne ntɔhwase na mokosi de judge ne ka kyerɛ maame ne de onyi nkrata no onfi wuntumi ne ntɔhwase
you know say pop
you know say I'm a pop star you know it's something in ande there yeah, to infantile news no so. Mosi ne ze oye attorney general so odi oka asem ne kire judge na oka kire judge ne oyampa krata ya wakɔ ye fi wuntumi ne ntɔhwase oye nsɛm gudo a watwatwa ba wuntumi a ɔre be yi nsɛm ano ɛhɔ na judge ne bufu papa na oka kire mami police there one search wuntumi bio wo search na we hu bibia wo fe ne tu wo hwɛ ne tu tokurum na bibia nhyem wuntumi na ontum ɛhɔ ɛna judge ne ka dɛ asɛm no wɔn fanto ahɔ na wɔn busabusa wuntumi na no asɛm na wɔtoto wuntumi na asɛm na wuntumi osuje sum osun yama mesi na osu krampo na esu ehirin wuntumi sun fɛ ne maame ɔfrɛ asantehen ɔfrɛ asanteman dɛ wɔn nyina wɔn brɛ na asɛm yesi ɔfrɛ asanteman dɛ wɔn brɛ na wɔasɔ de pa na wɔasɔ de mu a ɔntumi nye bibia ntasɛm a yɛka ne nyina kosi ne dɛ wuntumi wɔakɔ hwapɔ ma wɔakyen wɔ ɛyɛ Ghana court Akwame Timfanti news. Inti waso wuntumi ne benyim no opagya na wohu de krata no ohye wuntumi de tohwase we de maame bi ba se we makada eye akwa bi no ti Cape Coast so ekromfo na wa no ho area thief no no so go school on de bia no kro no na obode ze wuntumi wuntumi ne ntohwe na wakofa asem ya aba na mo si ne de akwa ne ye kire no ene yesi emfa ne nkwa akra because na asem ne mu odu wakowia board 88 wawia enkoko 43 ene wawia aso 17 ene efie sika na yankasa wode ye ku ye kufu wode de wode kitchen knife be ku no wawia 18 enti na wo se ye de ne kɔ enkran oyamfantini ote kotokraba owia de wo fre no Kwame Ata enti was ne kɔ enkran na enkran na was ne kɔ wasn't it concern what na topic of echi and a police officer call and a driver call na wasn't it concern into we Kwame Ata or the echi and what to now what is na work on na woko pay baby our friend no Winneba Junction now Kwame Ata na Sanchezan evantelia the fucking Kwame Ata we echi one offer police ni besia there anti police Sanchezan woman Sanchi yes also Johnson the man Johnson and Inspector Elizabeth Quatson. Also, Infantinia, where's your police adjutant chair? None papa and Mr. Quatson. Ote Liberia camp. Obey Liberian. Ewo Cape Coast General Library. Na nema mankasane Mrs. Araba Bolson. Nti why your police adjutant chair? So, police ni benyen besia Quatson. Osi. And okache driver ne de. Wapede woma Kwame Ata Osanchi. Okay, but what into Kwame Ata osi ma handcuff ogu sebio ogu nature wa handcuff no nature into Kwame Ata or there Quatson police inspector Quatson also ni mu na osi from pick up ni na Okosanchi na ma adina ye ne there what do na Okosanchi na why a zinzin ama Kwame Ata every day. We're going to handcuff. Now what doing? And oye Mrs. Quatson, oye police inspector, oboy Kwame Ata ne zip. Now oye ni belt na sebi oye ne nyua ereto nchen na opunya Kwame Ata ne boxer there. Kwame Ata on sanchi mfani benyinim. Ifati. Kwame Ata sanchi mfani benyinim. Na oye ne ni Mrs. Quatson oye ne dwuma ye. Na Kwame Ata we sanchi ewie na offer Mrs. Quatson. Inspector Quatson me sanchi ewie. Na Inspector Quatson no oda oba na sebio obehye Kwame Ata nika ne pants na auto zip nim na wokọ in some American osi wo Winneba Junction pepepe na Kwame Ata no sanch we sanch ewie Miss Quatson bay na Miss Quatson wa anya bibia na sebio Miss Quatson oso Kwame Ata ne benyim ode hye nika nim na ozipe na Kwame Ata oh Miss Quatson na nka hwa de kakra mpo mama Met Quatson, Nanka Shano kakra nanka, sanchin, on film me benino, Inka Shano keke. Na Met Quatson catch the day. I have one shano. I had a baby one shadow. Asantimemu. The first time 16 communities are phenomenon kania. And I can tell you on authority, some communities waging about 90% of Nippon women to NPP. Asantimaya, NPP at Asantimaya. Afia Pokua titin in Sambo Remuna okoyi £700. NPP di Ghana so over 16 years. Over 16 years. NPP tumanfa kania anko 16 communities in the Ashanti region around Ejura Secho Dumase. This is the first time Nipa Omotia Santimemu about 16 communities omu kania for the first time. Under the leadership of the Ashanti regional minister, the energy minister, the MCE of those areas. And this is unprecedented. And Sanyoma Weno, sometimes we say, na MPP na omodi asantemai atare omani ase. Ebu nipa ebumfia, edi nipa tem, sa asantifo na MPP omodi ano. What have they actually done for the Ashanti region? Again, MPP ayama asantemai. Because if 2026, Afena NDC about power, etimabema 16 communities kania ewa Ashanti region or 247 to Ashanti region, MPP Ashanti region, then the MPP no bubu Ashanti for the biso mojimi. Yes, this should tell every single Asantini, sebyo ya MPP ni se, sa Ashanti for party no embumo, sebyo mo Ashanti for the bin MPP no, omu mbumu semu ye nipa. 16 communities. The NPP is the most useless political party in the history of Ghana. But I believe, say Druha, not say Sebio, after in 2026, yet the NPP 1991, 92, almost the power 16 years. J.A. Kofoya Santiniba Odimoko din Chine. Oko a year was antimemu nyina, ebu be was antimemu nyina, efran tuma was antimemu nyina, etwempena was antimemu nyina. When tumi amfa kane anko eye sekiro duma ase. Na na do dan kwakufu ade betena santimemu or the TV or the ono na ko nwa betena radio ka kire kwabere fo so mo fam kwase anko wa anya kwan 90 die. It shows clearly say the NPP they don't respect the Ashantis. Omo asantifo ni bi so omo agimi. But if this is how it's going to be, then I believe say it's about time you started splitting Ashanti region into pieces because it will be better. I think say this is my opinion. It's about time I start to share Ashanti region as a region. We need a lot of municipals and our districts. Send your beya impuntu betumako bibia. I believe say abayako abayaba, but because the Ashanti region is so too much into development neba, because it is too big, some communities will do sebi omuni ni penyin obedi omuni munti eya na edien eye impuntu ndru. So to me, I believe say ose twitwa santimemu politically. Na yetumi ma a lot of MCs and DCs etumi take charge of the development of the Ashanti region, because you see say crow wanna say MC DC what happens in say about a year the national budget chicha, it is easy for that community or constituency to get enough funds to run the municipal or the constituency. So from what I am seeing, I believe say it's time I'm ready to say Asantimano Ashanti region no yebetwetwam yeah mema obumfu eyampunti onti na yedi nkomo we me personal opinion because Nana Dan Kwekufuado ebe 6 regions e de kan Ghana ho me no ka say 6 regions obi no baby wo ha na sebio ohini bi wo ha na ebia oni yantumi ye elevate no e ma ne ko nenim baby wo ha na DC no ye the MC aba ho inti development bi wo ha ebia na nke be pom no eba ho inti I believe say if 2026 and 16 communities omoba benya eye lights and this and I believe the Ashanti region is too big. I think politically, geographically, and development wise, no, I believe that's my opinion. I believe say or say start a constituency bi mna ye nketwa kakra na omunya eye small constituencies, you know. Na omutumi entumi share development ebeba ho because I feel say because Ashanti region of 47 MPs. Now 47 MPs from all this while. Now say this is the first time a whole region, 16 communities afena omunya enya kanya there. Then I feel say 47 MPs is not enough for the Ashanti region. 47 MPs. Oba Ghana ha ene region ewo MPs pa na 16 communities are saying omunya kanya for the first time. Then I will support the idea. And I've heard some Ashantis or more Ashanti region. Like I say, it's very important. Say constituencies now Ashanti region. Say ye chichum kakrana yenya enough constituencies ye betumenya enough municipalities and I said districts ye benya konfomo mwedi because from what we are seeing, I think it's a regional NPP for nsem regional Ghana and I don't want say you better build Ghana now you a lot of constituencies communities behind. So let's have this conversation. Media obusamia the Ashanti region 47 constituencies no we still need to cut some pieces. Now yet to me Emma a development enrich a lot of people because it is looking like say constituency to say kwabre esu too much or say twem bia mienu ana miensa because so steady kwabre pa baby kitu ebi na ye krom dia kanyina ye wurem. So be honest with yourself. Baby kitwe bi ena ye ekrom. Otra ekro kakra bi akanyina ye wurem. So I believe it's about time constituency bi kwa sondo or say because bebre ye wura. Constituencies ni bebre ye wura. Especially kwabre say ye wura about 80% in wura forest and just 20% baby I ni party. And I believe say going forward we need to have this conversation and asantifoni bi any ahimfuni bi ni makasa eyam penifo titiri bi omo asantem believe say it's about time constituency ni bi susudodo yentwem na yentumi ma development embra because ohwe bi tisa kwabre one MP cannot handle the whole of Kwabre and ohwe critically a developmental project also about Kwabre krema because you see the constituency is so big and in wura nkwa na etwa constituency na so if you know Kwabre very well about 80% of Kwabre wura forest nipa nte ho enwuram kitwe bi na nipa bi hyehyɛ nkurase there are places bi a ewa Ashanti region constituency ni so kwa infasuo bi ani so it is better we trim it down, we cut those constituencies down yaya ne nketwa and this is a conversation we need to have because you see 16 communities afero monya kanea. You don't expect to say Ashanti region 47 MPs every wabano. We will have 16 regions who can hear that. Amwako Edian Hene any NDC for the to be Kania Komomo. It means to say the constituency necessary infrastructure ejeso udu baby a hospital no any baby a market no na dia kanyina ewura nipa ntewo. So I don't know why just so kakraka development to me because the constituency is so big. At the end of the day, to me manage and micromanage constituencies no. Mama emphasize plan in Tunchain. I think say the NPP young people asantifo imebuna munim nyansa na mopempunti no. This is the conversation we need to have. In fact, I spoke to 2 chiefs in the Ashanti region. And they believe it's about time. You better check constituencies libim. Na yaya ne nketwa anase ye betete so na anase ye be make sure baby a di panty no you take it out as constituency na ye make sure say baby a also constituency nko because we are wasting resource sikanin cut down. We are not getting people to work for the people. We are not getting MCs, DCs. There are a lot of constituencies able to make you just so kwabre. My team can give me a few of them. And what you Ghana in our Santina, what who they make no. 47 MPs. I feel 16 communities. I feel 16 communities. Then this is disheartening. It is very disheartening. We need to get serious about these things because I had to say, Yampesi Bedin Komo, we buy see this Ankomo, way a ferry Palma NPP and Ghana. A ferry pa into Asantiman Tieme. Asantiman Tieme, in Babrunin Tieme. Constituency will say to Chum. Or see a Chum Yen Mienu, Miensa, or see a Yamutre, constituency will Esrodo, or see a Miensa and 9. Constituency were too big. In Urankwa, Yan Chum Yenu, Nep, the baby Panton, Yan Splectano, Nayan to Yamomi and Yanisa. Monyamo from Arjunimra, Nayan Titim, because I just say Aji and some intimpuntion to me, ma. I am from Yanuna Frame and Kevin. This is something you need to talk about. Your video, you know, your ferry. Yenya in conform we are Santiform Tia Santimema. They are saying that this is where how we Kwabri East, Ajra, Setroduma say all these places. It is too large. There's nothing there. It's Mumian Chichum, Mumian and Kitwa. However you do it, Mumian study and to me Fanticha Santimine. Or Chinamumian have this conversation with a Yamipa. Say constituency will also the constituency be one. Mummy and Fabian Coque be home, na e be a sa, near Bako, there was a hadia, constituency me and Sanya Cabo, Madame Bako. A boy constituency way, a sonodo, Mummy and Chum, near Yane, Mienu, and Amiensa, constituency war a kitty, Yafam Beckham and Sabi Yane Bako. Now for young to me from Puntum Rasante, because I saw G and Sabia Woody ye. And majority of constituencies in are done day, are done in Wura. Mummy and serious about this. Asante Achemunkwa, Asante Achem, almost over 100 communities. Adeng. Asante Achemunkwa, over 100 communities. How are you going to handle that? It concerns the Amumian team. Ebi also a young family koka ebi ho. Na yan limited no 47 MPs in Faswa Maso. Me I feel says Ashanti region. Your 30 MPs are you bet you boy homo den 47 MPs in Faswa bi so. Inti mumian limited no. We need to limit the constituencies. Ni anya be 30 pe. See, to me, the 30 communities are constituencies are we will get a lot of development in the Ashanti region because at this point, you know, people come, they don't send the money down because the constituencies are too large and Nippon to me monitor. Into moment start a conversation way, we need to limit the constituencies in the Ashanti region. Yanti Sumbra be 30 and not 25. Na yanti me enwu se sika we kwa Ashanti memwa sa sika we and eko di djuma kufuo na be se Ashanti region kufuo eni bre kufuo ya eni bre kufuo Yababa kufo. Or no one best Ashanti region. Or to because these are MPs bebre in Faso Maso in Puntoma. Let us limit, let us cut it down. Mumian Trasini and Gene. Mumian Trasini and Gene. Near Musa Honsam. Mumianti constituency in Somra 25. Mumian Teso. Nayan to me endi Juma ama in Puntom Refie. Constituency the Dawson for 20 so 47 constituencies. What are they? 47 constituencies. What are they? Just as vote in into constituencies will be more than it is even weakening the NPP. It is weakening the NPP. So let us compress the constituencies. Mama so now see. Thank you very much, team. Share. These are constituencies in the Ashanti region. Wow, we are Santini Parunim say constituency about Bosui. Bebre Eyewura. Mr. P, get me more. Mama chewa de mommy ati concern a dos rodo emfa puntu bi amba emfa so ni so 47 MPs dey na puntu be na abam emfa so bi amba so. Now look at this. Now see Bantama, it's too big. Mensia North, Mensia South, Asokwa, Subing, Swame. Some of these constituencies can be joined. Some of these constituencies we can put them together. Some of these constituencies, we can put one or two together. Oforukrom, Otafo, Asawase, Ishayaso. We can join some of the constituencies. We can cut them. We need to do this because some of us here become so. At least there were enough constituencies with enough MCs and DCs to handle the development in the Ashanti region. Where a foot to Amedema Santamai. Yentumi tina sana impunti oboye na sikaba yentumi pon spread sikano because obia apete. Why do we even need 16 regions? Nana Ado Dankwa Akufo-Addo bae, you were 10 regions, you managing Kankakra, na Jimmy we buy 16 regions, all because na opese or cut some places, Sebio, NPP Benya, Sana Kufoso Bay, and Kwasam say, why do we even need 16 regions? 6 regions, Yadibaka, we Afia John Mahama tried to develop the 6 regions. 6 regions here, NPP, Yadibaka, MP for the Ghana regions, we Savannah, Northeast, Oti, Western North, Ahafo, Bono East, Enfasobia Maso. NPP and be one company, and be one university, and see one hospital. They could not do anything in the 6 regions now, the Ghana, and a mudreni chrono. Nana Ado Dankwa Akufo-Addo Jimmy mekana mubuofu yedidi pagina tem. What was the motive behind the 6 regions become 10 regions? Ghana is saying Ghana is not even bigger than California. Ghana is not even bigger than California. So how can you have 16 regions in this tiny country? Eche Akufo-Addo Jimmy MPP Jimmy Fuwe, everything is about politics, everything is about segregation, everything is about gerrymandering. In Kwasiasam, this ideology, a cake mentality, Jimmy. 6 regions here. Nana Ado Dankwa Akufo-Addo beka Ghana we faso be ne ba so mibusa wo. 6 regions here Akufo-Addo be create here or de beka Ghana hu. Enfaso be pa na enyaye. Na eti krom ha na ejimi sam yesoso MPP so almost say omni direction. Busa MPP for 6 regions na dey na mo ye ho. Oh ya municipality. Oh ya municipal district. San kwasi asem na e na omo de say Ghana sika. So we need to get serious. Ashanti region. Consistency boy we here or say dumno. Consistency was say twetwam. I was say aya Ashanti region ya twetwam na mpunti obafie because it is looking like say yet time bomb so de bia bi papa bia ma ni nyina ya kofo ya on kan okura ba akokura. Osoro ko ba jantra fo abesi Ghana di nkwasi asem ya kan na ebuofu ye didi kofo atam. Ni nyina ya yakufo di ewuo etimodemfo ono ofra tamel say ata eya akokora ohun say akokora beto obia akokora beto me kufo nka no kure kufo ye yiyimu kufo nipa boni ni adwene boni no de politics o ye nipa bia ontumi trust no adwene boni hye ni trim typical adwene boni e na ode kyekere man sikadie owia no pepa ne to abetena fie bibia nsiye wo hwehwe kofo video a uhu wo hwe ende omangasa epe kofo video defend no munye bi and the NPP for nankasa omo pe video e defend ya papa kofo munye bi efisa kofo di bone ni wie no pepa ne to o klini bibia ende ye pe bi defend de nya no ya the document ba mo se emu kofo ya busa kofo question say ye tia panyini ne nka no kore panyini na die sika panyini no sebi obedi president no boy kro no yesema me busa panyini questions na bia munim questions am busa kofo yi eno na be ma kofo akọ heaven a munim e na moto odidi matam sese akofo confession also ya and the questions am busa no na opam ka no kora eno na bia ne kwa pie heaven ya ka so na bubu ofu bu pia kofo ko bonsam gem. Kufo a dangerous guy. Oh my God. Yeah. Mojin say abeji moso mo bodam. Now my moving kwa say and Friday. Kufo onyeni papa bia when it comes to politics, dangerous guy. Now John Mahama, I want to advise the president John Dramani Mahama. The president has started a resetting tour and occur a year 2-day resetting Ghana tour of the Savannah region. Now John Dramani Mahama tour na okono wakan sembebre and he made a statement I believe say we all have to support the president and I feel I have to advise the president on some things. President Mahama and on a Savannah region or share projects or inspect Juma Odiama the ministers or making sure say Bosha or share Ghana for no the NDC abino AD sa Bosha so today the president decided to start to start his 2-day tour of the Savannah region. Now the reason why I per se this particular year video way I'm trying to get him started very important to Yenina and say President Mahama. This is not the first time I OD president. This is the second time President Mahama AD president. Now, we need to understand something. Imredu said President Mahama will prove to Onwani Krom for any Sebio Oma Omudi GDA share the Muse. Adia will fear Uye. In John Mahama's first term, Obe share Ghana Sono. He did everything for Ghana. In fact, Upper region Power Munya John Mahama Monfaswo in John Mahama Part 1, the Ashanti region. They got a lot of infaswo from John Mahama. Now, I believe, say, John Mahama, this is the time for John Mahama to look back and on TSC say a woman and a woyen belonging to you and belonging to us are two different things. It's about time John Mahama utwa ne hwe ne fie utwa ne hwe ne region Oma ne region the chrome eye bole and its environs no ebeye dear to him. And when I say dear to him, he needs to understand the say that is where he was born, and the service or serve Ghana ye nyina appreciate no eni se otwa ne kuro for eye bole for bo. Wherever bole is situated in Ghana, John Mahama should make it a priority. And the Okasa no say ye training ye nyina de se Kwame Nkrumah sebio de ye nananom ene ma amenom ka che ne say oyama unua wayama ho. Now the NDC as a political party no sa ideology na Rollins di share umutrim say the Ghana share NDC sa also making sure say baby and punto ni bia no say your priority. Now for all this while the NDC they have made every constituency, every region a priority, and we all are witnesses to that. And John Mahama ka osima ba fie. Now what he wants to tell a year the kromfo ne say nipa bi a kire say o say esua nyansa sebio yenum nsuo kakra na ama abontenefo so nsuo ni bi anom yem kire ye ho kom yem ansu kom ndeye na abontenefo no anya nsuo ni nyina anom enti sebio de sia odi afa ato ne ho no se ono se ni krom bole ene nkura atwa ho ehia no ode beye ade a ehia no a eda na koma so a obekekere ema elso impuntuo ene sebio enidaso abaho enti wahye ni kromfo bo se eya bole ede na koma so de oyema asantefo no obeye bia ma ni kromfo de oyema eya de eastern region fo a sebio dodo ne ntoma NDC no obeye bia ma ni kromfo de oyema eya de sebio other regions a sebio omoso ye Ghana fo no ni kromfo so ye Ghana fo a ende o sha omo bo se de efe ema Kwame ata no eye kodwamponsa so e o se ene fe enti odi mpuntuo beba fie. Now I would like to tell the president to say watch with these things. And for a long time, Bole, any baby Aufrino should have been a priority to honor President John Mahama. It is not too late. Every development to be a obetumia. Right now, you have the support of the Council of State, Council of Elders in Boleno. Do everything possible to make sure Bole looks like UK. Bole looks like the United States. Do everything possible to send development home. Don't sit and let someone tell you, say, what we see a drama me, I was santimemu, menko yebi wo krom. Adia, obey no santimemu efen, yebi wo krom. Adia obey no Eastern Region efen, yebi wo krom. Adia obey no Accra efen, yebi wo krom. Now ukrom for they have supported you from day one. They have been behind you. Time anipa bi gu enima say, sewo, ye de omoda ho gina wechi. Ekrom ha bosomfo ahemfo emma edwadifo they all supported you because oyomo this year. Today that you have that power, do not neglect, and as you have promised them, make sure say nimenime ya no bole for kwan waye and do it 18-inch asphalt. Bole for their insure problem was solve it. Bole for a jabia also wusi biano also wusi. Bole for hospital bia also wusi mo also wusi. Ma ukuro no emmeye krabehwe mentina o ma obi nsan be so kwasea say ukuro mo bole de na wo ho because yedim NPP fo o ma be di watem aka say wanya bibia wo ukuro m enso no wasikaje tia mo yedim NPP fo o ma be di watem say wanya bibia wo ukuro m enso no yekumase kwan so ame ma mo yedim NPP fo o ma be ka say wanya bibia wo ukuro m we tani aboa na o mu ukuro m no o ba be si e de eye nyoma it do not hospital a wo sibi asante sibi ukuro m. Because NPP abekire nyansa There are two different things. Belonging to me and belonging to us are two different things. So don't slack. The rest of the years, Akawa Ubedi president, whether the next 12 years or next 15 years, you are going to be president, or the next 2.5 or 3 years, make sure, say, you have done everything possible to support Bole Bamboy and that region now, Ufrino. Do not listen to anybody. Yatiana Obiko di Kuroma Iwurem. Adia wohoya galamse nkwa. Omukoye asphalt 19-inch. Ekura bibia mfiri mumba. Emu ahimfuni bi ya kromfo a yenim. Omutam Ghana sika koye omo. Yemfa bibia mfiri sa akro demu emwa Ghana. They don't even bring one granite to support the economy of Ghana. And so, yenyankofo bi etam Ghana sika ediko ekurase. Ekurase to wisota unhu kwan. Ekoye Wi-Fi wo ekurase. Do not let people tell you one day, say, Obetina Ghana, so wait to bibia. The Volta region, they have been with you. And I'm happy the way you are constructing the roads in the Volta region. Do more for the Volta region. Omo Afla market, build it for them. Make sure you give them better roads. Give them good hospitals. Give them good drinking water. Create job opportunity for the Volta region and your region. Don't underestimate your regions. There are people in Ghana. Sawanya ma wankasa nwa mubedi watem yenimomo. Uko party and some so do two for them. Wanka go that some so ka go that them. Boa eye omo mu free ball no. Develop your home. E hona be retire. You are going to retire in Bole or in the northern region. Make sure while you're home ye. And I heard you say something like this. President John Dramani Mahama has cut sword for the construction of Bole College of Education, describing the project as a dream come true for the people of Bole and the Savannah region. John Dramani Mahama also about Basic College ewo Bole. Make sure enimeni and starting college, you know. By the time ube free power, maybe in the next 3 years, or in the next 2.5 years, or the next 8 years, if you prefer, if you want to continue, you let you continue. Unless you say you don't want it. But if you want to end in the next 2.5 years or 1.5 years, make sure the college in Bole is built. If you don't, I will be on you. Make sure the 24-hour market is built and built well. Make sure hospitals be a Scooby. Make sure it is done. And when I follow to are expecting, give them what they need. Enough of the biautam sikano kotuachuna bontene, and people are not grateful people. They are ungrateful people. You have given them too much. Ghana is not about a group of people. People who are ungrateful. Ghana enye siko fansi dia. Ghana enye omo dia. Ghana yenye dia. Where you think they will appreciate your work, take the development there and take it back to Bole. Take it to the Volta region. Take it to the regions that have accepted the NDC ideology and vision. Ready, it is their problem. Sabio, Yabagana ha impunto beko baby. Do not listen to anybody. Mema or hinibi, mema or himabi, mema di pebin kase di empenifo, men ye we ha. Ignore them because time ana ye mia okono, they did not speak for you. Time ana ye di watem no sa ahemfo no, sa ankofo na from wofafo no, sa ankofo na wo se omo de, omo no magina mo akasa ma no. None of them spoke for you. All that they did was to allow people to attack you and your family. So do not listen to these people. Do what is right. Go back home and develop Bole. Yesu nyansa. Ye njimi biem. Adia ye Ghana, dia yemfama Ghana. Adia eye Bole dia na yemfama Bole. Let's give to what is to God, and what is to Caesar to Caesar. Inti adia eye Ghana dia no, mama yemfama Ghana. Na adia eye Bole dia no, Bole should have it. Adia ye infantifo infantifo dia fama infantifo. Dia eye wonafo dia fama wonafo. Ena dia ye Ghana no fama Ghana. It is important. Now, John Mahama Saka Saye, and I would like to speak on it. Savannah was one of the most underserved regions in terms of electricity supply. We want to bring Savannah up to the level of all the other regions in terms of access to electricity. What's a Savannah? More electricity problem. They have led you, Mr. President, immediately. Make sure the energy minister, sir, electricity problem at what Savannah it is dealt with. Every single day I sit here, I'll remind you, I'll remind your government, I'll remind the NDC. that baby Awufiri should be a priority to you. Me mami krom hear me. I will always advocate for Denu to get all the nice facilities. I will advocate for Mikrom Ayeldo to get the best facility. Mikrom Ayeldo, your chip compound, no, Mr. President, it is not effective now. And as I sit here, I want the chip compound in Ayeldo. A clinic should be built in Ayeldo for my people. Because it is important to say, my village, we need a clinic, a well-resourced clinic, a chip compound that is effective. Mr. President, my hometown, that road, I want it asphalted. Because that is my hometown. Because I have worked for this party. I don't need anybody's money. I want my hometown to be fixed. I want my hometown roads to be fixed. From Ayeldo to Tetinkwanta, it needs to be an asphalted road. We need better water. We need good school. We need a better chip compound, good clinic. Because I want my people to also enjoy. From Ayeldo to Kwaman, that road should be fixed. From Ayeldo to Kwaman road should be fixed. Ayeldo to Odompo. I want my town to also look good. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, say, for a year to me, no, and I input to the comma obia, all respect to Ombu vision. Bring it to my hometown because I believe in your vision. Mr. President, Mr. President, I will personally reach out to my MP, Kwacho Fosu, and my MP at my mother's hometown, Denu. I will tell them the government needs to help my mother's hometown and my father's hometown because I want to retire. When I retire, I'll go and live in my father's hometown. Into me per se, the development be the same way I want you to take the development to your hometown. Debia ne yaman kofo, debia ne yaman kofo, debia no mudi atam, debia no mo twetwe na yede mo mo boni so omon kai ignore and take care of omon kai. Obi abobo di krom aguna adoben for se menyam den me ka me krom asem aguna adoben for se nti enyam di ma enyam di anwie aguna adoben for ma me ka me di anwie me di ma also me ka wo di ma na ja me di be ya wo di ne aguna adoben for mo predodo munya botre Mr. President dinkan ya yeldo na ye Denu uwia na wahwe aguna adoben na wakwa hwe fanti Dominance Ahinkru I next to my father's hometown I so I from Dominance all the way to Mankesima I say I kakra na ye Mr. Rosemary say ye free Dominance Ahinkru na fa be pie ayo na fa tuom kotiti nkwanta it's very very important me mamu kam krom de ensansa ma kam de president kura ka de krom me mamu kam krom de Mr. President it please my hometown is ayo Mr. President it is in the central region Mr. President makanko for the ache mamu kam de Mr. President. My father's hometown and my mother's hometown. My mother is from Denu. And they need water, good water, Mr. President. They need good electricity. They're 24-hour market. Go and build one there. Make sure they get good hospital. We need a good hospital at Denu. Mr. President, and then when you come to my father's hometown, Ayeldo. I'm going to be from China. I'm coming there. Mr. President, please don't listen to them. Listen to me. Mr. President, my father's hometown, from Ayeldo to Teti Junction, the road is very bad. Recently, I went there and I saw that the road minister, they are working around there and they've actually cleaned the road a little, but it's still not tarred. Please, Mr. President, this one, they're fast, and those be about 10 miles and do 10 miles with a simple. And look able to do pay Ayamame. Mr. President, from Ayeldo to Kwaman, I want to be Kakrebi, over to do pay. Mr. President, my hometown, Ayeldo, we need good clinic, Mr. President, good clinic. We don't have good clinic there. That's why I worked so hard to get NDC to power. Please, my MP is Kwacho Fosu. You are always seeing him. Please call the finance minister and let them release. Mr. President, we need good water. I think the boreholes are not enough. Please, we need good water in my father's hometown. Mr. President, and my father's hometown too, we don't have our chip compound. It's not effective, Mr. President. We need a bigger clinic. Ayeldo is a capital, Mr. President. My father is a problem. We need it, Mr. President. Also, Mr. President, every house we need solar. In my village, every house needs solar. Mr. President, we need Wi-Fi. Every house needs Wi-Fi. Yes, our school, it's a Catholic school in our village. That school is getting old, the building and all that. Mr. President, we want to build it again. Can expand it, or we can give you land and build a new school for us. Mr. President, this is the first page. I have the second page that I want to give you. My community, everybody needs fridge, Mr. President. Yes, in Ayaldo and Denu, everybody needs fridge. And not Sasco fridge, Mr. President. We don't want Sasco. We want Abruche fridge, Papa DB. Not Sasco, Mr. President. Sasco is too light. When you open the door, it can break. Mr. President, we don't want Sasco fridge. We want good fridge. Mr. President, every town, my village, my mother's village, my father's village, we need air conditioning, every house, yes. And we need paint too. We paint our house, Mr. President. We also need paint. And Mr. President, we don't have fork and knife. Sometimes when we get visitors in my father's village, we cannot serve them because we don't have fork and knife. So, Mr. President, we can add fork and knife, yes. And Mr. President, our roofing sheet, that is my town, my father's town, my mother's hometown. Our roofing sheet, some of them is leaking. Mr. President, you can help us. Mr. President, my town, there's something too we want you to do for us. You see, Mr. President, we don't have good tailors there, seamstress, who can really sew wedding dress and all that. We have some there. Mr. President, bring the entrepreneurship program there so that people, Maslock women, Mr. President, my village, my father's village, Maslock women are not getting some of the money. The same as Denu, they are also not getting Maslock money. They need to work. They need to, Mr. President, support them. You can call Maslock boss for her to go and help my late women in my village. Maslock money is very, very important. Mr. President, we have a lot of things. This page 2. Mr. President, page 3. Mr. President, this is all my father's hometown, my mother's hometown. It is just us. By the time you finish with us, it will be 3 years. Yes, we need a lot of them. Mr. President, our internet is also not stable, Mr. President. Yes, so come and build a mast there. Let that boy at Akwana and the boy let him come and build a mast there, and our internet will be solid. Mr. President, let me see what I forgot, Mr. President. Mr. President. My town, we need a lot of things, Mr. President. Our road, when you are doing it, put reflectors in the middle so that when the car is coming and the car is going, they can see the reflectors, and let them put white line in the street, Mr. President. Yes. Mr. President, that's page 3. Let's go to page 4, Mr. President. So the problem in my distance, we don't have a nurse or a doctor who is stationed in my community. So we need 2 nurses and 2 doctors in my constituency. Yes, Ayaldo and also Denu, my father. Mr. President, I've worked for people. Some people have gotten me, my village. We have not gotten it. So, Mr. President, and also we need a helipad. We want to buy helicopter and put in our so buy us helicopter so that when we want to come to Accra, we will not die like John Kuma, so that the helipad can take us to Cape Coast for emergency. So we need a helipad. That one we have land, 1 plot. It is around Apapodo. We will give you land there. You build a helipad so that helicopter can land there, Mr. President. So that's page 4. Page 5, Mr. President. My hometown. This just my father's hometown and my mother's hometown. We want Wi-Fi too. I told you already. Mr. President, the World Cup is coming. We want you to come and mount a big screen at my village and put DSTV there. No. We don't want DSTV. So you give us the money, we will go and buy the DSTV so that we can watch the World Cup, because we are not going to the World Cup some. So we want to watch the World Cup at Ayaldo, Mr. President. Let them bring a big screen and come and mount it there in front of my father's house, in front of so that everybody can watch. When my father is going to sleep, he can turn it off and everybody will go and sleep. Because my father will control it from his room. He can turn it to a Ghana channel, or he can turn it from the remote from his room. Mr. President, page 5. Mr. President, if you don't finish you will not go. Mr. President, no problem. Then say now, baby, hey, and then Mr. President, say that here. Baby, I'm be idea buta say, and I make my own private to Mr. President. Hey, mepe is your beyond crow na menkancha, Mr. President. Mepe for mo pede. What do you want? Mr. President is listening to me. And then where? Obiambo crow mo, they be abo crow na president tia, no abeboa. Mepe mo pede hey Fabio, bo kuro muntam mo 2 minutes. Aguna Ashanti for almost here development. Aguna for Mr. President. Aguna for Oya media we are now adwene ho so be kwa aguna. Ekroba biem bo krom ukrom defiama and so there ukrom no mepe for the almost here bibi Mr. President. Am for here put you. Why biem Obom for Mr. President. Obom so here put you. Ya media we Mr. President media Denu any Ayaldo. We are answer why you be there. Wait a second. The president how we there tie ni keke. I just say we out of respect to the tie dem bobo no. But we be there we are now asa ba hwe we. At the dome for so mu here put you. Can dia wo pe member udi keke member ukro di board dia wo pe na me kan president. Ukro nie at the dome me here we ne maka na president atro. President is listening. Ana mu dem bo ukro na board dia wo pe. Okay. kaswa mo pani ebiem e de pa na kaswa mo pe se be esi ene no ho e de na mo pe kaswa de na mo pe opa de bo kro na men hu de ope amafo chiro pa o ni wa brem kona obi so hia tie Mr. President enkofo bi hia toilet ningo pram abozume for so mu hia bibi amafo hia nyomo o Mr. President, but be very careful. Do mine first. Me na me driver no, Mr. President. Mr. President, Ayaldo and the new is the first option. We are and we no be check. We mu the second batch for momo the shada here, me the here. Inti we the mechanic keke ni keke. Uti ana fa ha because maybe the end there uti pe no I say na ka uti Mr. President. Okay. Kokrobite route. Kokrobite for some here route. Katakrachi mun kadi mo pe eno ase katakrachi yo tana katakrachi be president church tana katakrachi keke Antwuma Ponua district Mr. President we dey media chira me to me kasa me so me enko enim Mr. President me listening nyina na me dey ama me MP kwacho fosu no dey ama why Mr. President because the cost no ha dey enye easy. All right, let's look at this. LGBTQ turumu nsam abepie eye Patricia PJ na Patricia PJ can assemble of parliament or say Patricia PJ said we will resist attempt to shelve or dilute anti-gay bill. Who is going to shelve and who is going to dilute? In team for your way, in team for your tumudifo onzo aira. Me catch Ghana for me catch Ghana for me boy. In team for your is gay. Mumusa say I don't want court no. On the magazine asem I don't want court no. I could settle lady no. The he no. In team for you could have $500,000 to keep magazine quiet. You see? In team for you is now trying to settle. Why didn't he go to court? I told you he was magazine's lover. In team for you ya born to or you trumidifo in team for you. Why didn't he go to the court? I don't want court no. Mibusamo. Why didn't Intim Fojo go to court? He did not go to court because what the guy was saying was true. Sorry, she was saying was true. Also, Intim Fojo is not able to tell us court. Why didn't he go to court? Or warning, the partner say, Obeko court or court 7 days. Why didn't he go to court? The partner can say, Opa Uncle court. Why didn't Intim Fojo go to Intim Fojo? You didn't talk. Is your wife or you to me differ? I think about Benjamin Hon and saying, also Akosha Bruchiri. Ohun se mo Jimmy, ohun se NPP for ne Jimmy. Intim for you is gay. Oh, you tumidifo odinko for to. Oh, and the one who be what te. On person be a bekana sem. On person be busan say adentina wan court. Now let's deal with this matter. Patricia PJ, mami penyini poso abrowa poso. Or sorry, no born too much in the new ase. Or say, omo NPP minority na they are useless in parliament. You know, they will resist any attempt to shelve or dilute anti-gay bill. Nobody is going to dilute it. Nobody is going to shelve it. Bill now more discussing with TVs. You know, why a bit may be a film? The NDC government will pass the bill. We are not like Ekufuado Jimmy no. We are not like you people who are hypocrites. Moko gay for kojiska. Moba musumu gay for. The NDC government is open. They are saying, say, the moment parliament is done, they will have no option. They will sign the bill. Into why are you now panicking? Someone who say NDC best sign a bill no. Into one strategy omodeba. Omo beka say aye bill no krampo no. Omo yibi film omo boa. The NPP omo nim say NDC aban we best sign a bill no. Patricia PJ mami penyin toto on kanu kre. Odi trocha santifo he mami wo kwa santimemu a enkwasi asema yo kacha santifo no. Obuo mu dodo nso mo nte brofo nti omo nim de ko Ghana. NPP for a meeting. And Omaka Chomo say, almost starting the day of parliament to say, bill no, NDC for be be a film. Moso, money NDC for a committee so a munina mutie bill no. Munina motowa, more address bill ni issues no. Then I done home say, trumu bill no, NDC for be a film, in TNT say, why never ye a film? Because they know that the NDC government, you know, a bonum share Ghana say parliament to me pass him random quadia. Never do John Mahama anymore best sign. No, they know parliament will pass, John Mahama will sign. Mami penny way on can Mammy Chow here or Dukumasi has been Casa.
Sadia Edru o can was a baby. Mahama. Any man na cosono. Mem beat you chest and fan Casa Sana because that you're a friend said Minister for Finance. At two force Obejina ho na why a budget? It is an estimate. And yadia aye juma.
Na mo entia mo ma constituency no. With all due respect, man, this is mo mumuana. Hwensem bi okeka, ma mu akotena parliament be 14 years. Hwensem okeka. When you know kan kumasi o, obanka ontumi nka, kasa kro ontumi nka, wa bre. Abre wa poso. Wait, the brain no entumi enya strong biem entumi ready ade en kai. She's done. Oya santini tima piano kwa parliament. Hwe onim di okeka Trump inti ena dollar number form ena China for ena enti na kwasi abenzo to oh it is in high demand. And just say we mu nyina mu wesi Ashanti region time kwa. Anti-patri, ote wana wajiri sika na odesha ne mawo school ena yete wana anti-patri wei adwene ne nya sharp biem adwene ne wu wabɔ abrewa ontumi nya bibia nyoma titie sim on yo ye no ontiase ene yete santimemu anti-patri apatricia pje de onko parliament onfa bibia ma fie mon pamono no mon fanya nsani ba akomra yese pepe ne afia to hwe nyoma otiti tv so keka and when you know keka no kumasi o ontumi kansem we won kran hwe bibi o keka hwe we ye leader o our parliament di NPP fu anim anti patricia we abro poso ontumi nya bibia ma santeman ma media ebu no na o ye mayor ena ye dian yesi ko yedwuma fa mpuntu ma hwe de otiti radio so keka ena dollar na sebio na ho de abasoro no na ese dollar na ho de na abafom no na Trump na Trump nsem oka na enti wo hwe ontumi pokwa bre bibia won hu bia bre everything about her is tired ni minima bre duko ebona bre tese de kasa na bre eni brenti oso onko fie edie pa biem mami we you can give her this document to read, understand and make something out. She can't na adwene no emunya din biem emu emre. She's not active, she's not there, she cannot make any decision. Into the way you say your party ba power mama me kakre na me fanko mikrom mama me kakre ontumi nwene. This modern day thinking ontumi nyebi. She cannot think outside the constituency. When the reason why we want parliament a year waba a wedding waba engagement me ofanio where they miss wabi and what this is the parliament to at the papa bia mfiri mumba just say asem no kan free another nkofo ya na kaje say and the dollar na call from na eba omia na ye man call from enye sa no mka kire ba omia dwuma di odi ye eko IMF ena ma dollar na call from abro aposo so kotena wa o se Trump na ma dollar just say wudwini wo mo ntiase we the time we do the point I see a be store man tena no na no mu wi akwansi ni bi na otiem komna mo fasika ni gumuta di sa no the life be wodura no ye be provision store abrochire bola Costco ni akoze toilet paper te begum tissue abrochire anwa abrochire Rexona na ote ho anopa na obusa na ho aye na eba so na ye kwayi funu na ba na ndi ebeba wa wie yi esi akoda me hututumi ntimi sa na wo so nka oye we gomodwuma no enti kobena wuye enti mumfa no kwhye mokyere na makoyi no ne sese na aka ye metua se na kobena anwako e obepenti dan no na dwuma wo san ko ye no Mr. Omunyoma san we de me koketi akofa e toiletra beka ho me mo akofo sa anyoma we bi na no mu wie sika no na ne bu ofu na ofro mo na osiesie nsam ye so nkodwene magana nipa baako wa ye mre we do a store keeping position baby wodu no also hwe store so provision store so Nimba wa brocha nkom ko Costco ye sales na nkom asesa brochire bola na ote ho de bia wa kare ni masi me mare na de ba yo omo yi kura bra mo bre we de no be ma 3 Ghana sa na odi akowu Mami we den asam den. Mami na wo store ho no hwe. Ukoyi anwa kora ba ko hwe wo sei. Nyama wa brochiro sei bia na nka odi akowu na oto so kohyehyɛ mra. We hyehyɛ mra. Onti nyoma na se. Adwene na bre. We do store keeping position baby what do no. E wo so hwe store so abrochire baller. Hwe de oye. Aden oya santini mam Patricia de ye de ne beko wo de ne konfuntio ma kwase asam fa nipa o sebio ne ho sisi ne ho so otumi dwene ekenkan ma ne ka de tirim wa omia ena dollar ne mo den ena ye nua nkofo omokofa de omuntimi nto make I said Donald Trump we mo we drew time I was otena store no we everyday obeba no na space share no kuta book kitu ebi no atwero frimpon yese wo fa kompra wewu an ebena de be mekọ ho na hwana ba betena store no obaba ako no ho ma ne mra wadwuma no na wo ma ne ye adwuma o ha no afro obaba de sia ne Saturday ne ye be kompra yeso eyie no na mose menkwa na obi ndi mechi saa nyoma ne na wo ye de bia wa short kakra wo store na wo kokeye tia kofa bia be hyem ne efre yie na wakotena se na ebusuan hia besia na mo de mo fa no ko hye fridge na mo mra ne nkasa de bia na se hia wo ebusuan nim obetran kan kekan kwase asem e na wakotena radio so e na Trump e na euro e na dollar no wo so ka kire se ba obi adwuma de odi na ma dollar ne ba fom afi do be hye Trump e di na mrewa isu ye organi abruwa poso wa dwedwo okay because odi na tem ba no kra na make a kire we always see the Paris or seska we storekeeping position or we do storekeeping position provision storekeeping obaba na atwegu enim memma wa abrochire enterprise not tiano God is good unyame aye so na nke bie store amano na atwere enim unyame aye de bia na okache ni pahwe etamane o parliament no wadwuma no na nkote store no momra na mene mo nkasa hwe metamana mjama na say amako yi me pictures ne bra na wo de kire enche popo we mutite parliament ay ready. Yes, say chances ready. Now, what do you mean channel? JFK, I'm older than JFK. NPP for General Secretary to mini channel. Me tia man on my fee on moto. Nkwasiafo. Akwa mini channel. Yeah, me wona efe. Hwede nim. They be an butu. Yes, you see the government, the way they are doing things. We know that the NDC is behind the attacks and they keep the of our people and jailing them. But we want to send a strong when you get to butu way, heaven gate on room. Yeah, the code you remont to minka 6676 on to minka 6676. Heaven on Kobe. Now get to butu na go by heaven code. Heaven the code in echo 6676. Or the 6676. Or the what? God, there's one here. 6676. 6676. Oh, to me, cat. Oh, go heaven. NPP General Secretary, get me butu. Heaven. Ya bibi area. Ya vetu we also the code the roman say ko kan wasem 6676 we ought to be cat. I got to please 6676. 6676. And then Friday. We all go have it. We give it to me say, every beginner say, Many Jero. Now, when I'm with you, and Quara, we were watching your form. When Quara to Fifi for. Wait, they get to be butu. You do having gate in our own room because and then I make a code that 6676. Mr. Drew, Mr. Taylor, thank you. The code 6676. Pa, name room. Where you know, Boga, and your bonnet quiet. 6676. 6676. Please mention your Obama America going to me ordered your Adriano McDonald's. Please, I want seven pieces second. I want to say Mr. Obaya Gia, McDonald's on to me ordered and drive through on to me. I want to please, I want to order something. Yeah, what do you want to have today? I want six chicken pieces. I want to chicken pieces says. Please, can you come again? Say, or did you want your bottle swap by P. Yeah. I'm going to put now. They say McDonald's drive-through. Aquaway. Yam Tom Bibia man da. Please, hello, sir. Can you place your order? Yes, please. I want second finger, second fingers, second fingers. I said, what do you want to buy? Second fingers. Please, can you change your order? We don't have that. Okay. Do you have second nuggets? And then what? Second nuggets. Oh, please wait. Okay, then give me McDonald's. Can you give me cheese and burger? Cheese and burger. Negative about two. When give it to on Jimmy Nashi when you party Jimmy. I'm a pop star. And before we grab it too. Yeah, and then and so my studio was almost grab bruta. I'm a forum. Almost grab a Mahama. Be kebi be a fair. Anything I say, be more be a chance. Me no be a just be who's almost jamming. But I don't say no credit. Over to Deborah was say, I'm poor. Kevin, that's more kind of true. Your general secretary get to me with sister says 76. Uncle Heaven, but I can't story me. Me, ya, I ready. Wow. Now, Musha JFK says sister says 76. Oh, to be got. We got to the Butu. Over really power. Oh, bottom. JFK on to me 6676 Uncle Heaven 6676 or 6676 the arrest detention of our party members and taking them to before court are rather energizing our base. Justin Kodriana Akasa or say the arrest detention of our party members and taking them to court are rather energizing our base. Or see the arrest detention of our party members and taking them to court are rather energizing our base. Or see, achichi no. Mochi a party for. Modu omoko court. Mo tete omono. Eno kram na kiki ginger NPP for no. And ye bechibu fucking. Ye wu se ne ginger mu ide. And ye mo betia back fucking. Ye say ye wu se mu jimi ne achimwe ginger mu ide. And ye mu nyina mu bekom. Ni agency achimo hamo say hamo and the munyina mu bokom chamo jibi se sia ni anim say 6676 say sia no say ya chi omo jimi a ya chi omo no na ejinja omo se sia ye hu se ejinja mu ide and ye be chi mo more because mo jimi mu nsua nyansa. Instead of you to tell the young people in the NPP to be decorum, to be very careful the kind of statements they make and not to cross the red line for them to be arrested, you know. Why you are not set Pokua 6676, you are saying that it gingers you. We will ginger you people very much. You are telling us that your people are fooling and they are being arrested. You are telling us that it will ginger you. We will let it ginger you very. It will ginger you too much. Too much. Aqua wake up by, you know I love you too much. Too much. We will get jam zero. Wait, get remember to you. Apo. Now we let that be then over to my catcher Obama or back. I say we jack Kevin could you know. Kevin Taylor is not the guy that you have to follow because Kevin is not sensitive at all. He's insulting people. Obesus is here. We give it to it. Way because this is what Miguel Chigramen Casa. We want to be she. Please, Lacey, can I talk to you? I say yes, please. Please, are you a friend to Kevin Taylor? I say yes, Kevin's my friend. So I wanted to say something to you about Kevin Taylor. He's not a very serious guy at all. They said, why are you saying those things? You see, we are all Ghanaians, and I've watched Kevin Taylor's show. He's somebody who is saying so many things that we, the people in Ghana, we don't like him too much. So if you like him too much, just stop liking him too much. They said, why are you talking to me like that? He's a very, very nice guy. He's very respectful. He really he's a gentleman, and I know this guy is such a sweetheart. Please, he's not a sweetheart. Kevin's not a sweetheart. Sister says 76. So he's not a sweetheart. Please, you have to fall for me. Kevin is never a sweetheart. The girl says, oh, please, I'm running late. What's the time? I don't have my watch. So it says 36. Get over that and say, you know what? Oh, I left my phone inside and I don't have my watch. What's the time, please? It says 36. Kwasia, who says, hey, JFK. That Kwakushia or Bibles all to you. You know, I'm a pop star. You know that we're on to me. Wait, the same party in go. I quite get him to know the party. We can't be actually Monte. Now, I'm in 1 or 2 near point. I have 3 hours 22 minutes. Me here power. Me na be defend the power. And I'm my 3 hours 20 minutes. Kwasia up power. Oh, you 1 hour 30 no abre. Me magic power no. Record ni na on my side no. Ghana 40 do crowd. Me 3 hours 30 minutes. Kwasia open to me. Where 1 hour 30 minutes. 1 hour wabre. Share. You the 1 hour they to me. 2020 they come busame. Me to me yes 6 hours. Me jinam. Ask my bodam. Get me jom. Me ye be to me 8 hours jina. Share. Open to me ama ba omi an hu bon bini. Oh ya 1 hour wabre. Now one about my convincing oh bodam. Here for lazy people. Me na me body first. Me Mourinho no. Me na ma park bus na me say 3 hours 30 minutes. Who na open to me now party the guno. Ube jina 35 minutes 40 minutes wakoda kwasia. Oje say the laziness legit to me. Me to be the man 95 hours. Na me see yendru campaign time. Ode mo me mbura 2027 January. Be jinem 6 hours. Me numusio me. Hmm. 76 unim me papa me we energy for king e che man ka se meti uti meti ba obi ade matema na kakre bi aye sei be ye ti roko eno ano no tiu na ma menchen wade bi ne ko enim wo de abunim 76 are repeat to be lazy people ba obi akoya press conference ya kwaro gina ba obi echi no wo nyanya power o agoro jabo yesi ba obi bodyguard kwase pay umba power hwe de fu hwe na chese ngofo na ngasa no hwe akwano gina ba omi echi no o petumi umba power one man na yensa ba tumi ma abuofu. His stomach is so big, such a big stomach. Hey, how can your stomach be so big like that and you are following by Omia like that? Are you stupid? He has a very big stomach. See his stomach. You are following by Omia, you want to me, and your stomach is so big like that, and you want us to give you power. What do you mean? Oh, nyanya to me, why you full set dancing crying? Sunya show yem, where Nanabi? Nanabi, oh, Baba, but we pray on crying. What is a could do? Kwasia ugu maso. Aqua whatever Omia bodyguard, share the food. Wait, na obi tie ba omi slap yes one meje ba obi wait. Share to the code to make kanche one main just say Mahmoud ba omi bodyguards or do mo ba ni o wait what you on your order or say masa ye ntem na ye nkona me ma bre o wa bre ne glucose e wodi mu na 100 billion grams we mu no mo petu bi no wait apo na me kwala sometimes me ha me ho I do too much. Now first, NPP, now me somewhere smart. I used to worry myself too much. Say no, I need to break things to Ghanaians. I need to, but later I'm going to Jimmy. Yes, anything I have to spend time. Me waste. Mama, I think I do too much. I'm doing too much. I'm still waiting for a competitor. Obi to challenge me with facts. I'm still not seeing. And your emotional journalism here you. And yet, what do you mean an atemo? Where the Asante where the me journalism with fact. I'm not seeing anybody. I do sometimes now I'm lazy. Because I was thinking say people who are competitors. Omukuta document. Kevin Taylor said this is a lie. Read this. This is the doc. I don't get me nyebi. My ya me nyebi me hubi. What you say that for? And it's mama me ye lazy ba more NPP for you are making me late. Anytime you 3 hours, 30 minutes, 3.5 hours. Me anka at this point I to me 7 hours. But me say them NPP DBA or so kasaba NPP or the documentation saba or see way any document I'm proving this wrong. Obian to me nyebi. Bosremika yantiasie we di atem we die da bia no enya journalism and dia wo na kire wo beso kire wa adwene about $1,000. Me pe obi o ye de me ye be documentations, fact journalism. ɛno bi na mepɛ me ɛnyɛ emotional journalism na me yo ɛnyɛ wadi asantefo atem wadi kofo atem wadi wemu atem mepɛ sɛ wodi nkrataa bɛkyerɛ me sɛ I am wrong sɛ wontumi fa krataa bɛkyerɛ me yɛkɔ so I am wrong me hu sɛ woyɛ jantere ni koraa wonya nipa ma me wagyi me and matena ha me hu bi mo mama me lazy me here competition I need the competition 76 I need competition me nya bi who is the competitor here who why never to be defended by Omia Abraham around? Who is the competitor? Me busamo say more NPP for who is my competitor? I have none. Nobody is my competitor. Nobody. One who can bring facts and say I am contesting Kevin Taylor's facts with facts. One nobody. Obia to me jina social media kasa jina TV so the din kwas and the wow problem. It is how you feel. And how you feel about what you want to say. I have no problem with that. How you see me is your problem. How you perceive me is your problem. You might not like the way I present it. It is your problem. Maybe you think I'm speaking against some group of people you are attached to. It is your problem. But if you want to contest me, Messi, bring your facts. But I don't see. Mashushema, John Mahama be the president, 2024. 25 at John Mahama Eba office. Now me say obi beba. Now me say a competitor will come. A competitor is somebody who needs to come with documentations, facts, to contest my facts. So far, I'm so worried. There's no challenger in the system. Who? Kweku Baku I'm found by the last samurai. Me try to why be Mesi Kweku Baku I'm found by the last samurai of the NPP. Me try to say I can't why na ye when I got documents. When I bet my contesting me document to Ghana, nobody in Ghana and outside Ghana. Challenge any why my bre. You are making me lazy. I'm waiting. Obi ni ho. Because the jumana me no. Unimi nyansa untumi nye. It is a fact. Unimi nyansa untumi nye. You might have your own reservations about me. It is your problem. You might have an issue with the way I present my show. It is your problem. At the end of the day, you might not like me as a person because more it is your problem. But the fact still remains. Can you bring counter facts to dissolve my fact? You can't. Until I still control. I am the alpha and omega in journalism in Ghana. Until somebody shows up, NPP, I have still given you an assignment. Bring me somebody. And yet, me Asantini and O24 and Adabio, bring me somebody who is intelligent, who can come with facts. I am the Rambo. John Rambo. Rambo 1, Rambo 2, Rambo 3. I will decide who will become president of the Republic of Ghana. And Allah, in his own wisdom, has told me it's going to be 42 years. Even in the NDC, I will decide who will lead the NDC. Because Onyankopon never found so who has to lead the NDC. Yes, you can say I'm bragging, but Onyame ewa mafa and what God has given me, I will decide. It's noise. I decide who becomes NDC flag bearer. Because in him, no kre any the bechire nipa no ama nipa na je de patum. We will have to show the people the facts, and without the facts. To convince you, say, as when lead the NDC. But when I present the facts, when I bring the documentations, when I project the facts, the people will nod and say, this is what we want. That is my specialty. Obiane is specialty. Obiane the way good at. This is what I do, my full-time job. This is what myself and my team, we are dedicated to do. So you cannot change it. I will control the NPP for the next 42 years. You can never come to power. Never. Before you people can get to John Mahama and get to the next person who will lead the NDC, you have to break me. And none of you can break me. Nobody. I'm still waiting for a competitor. Not an emotional competitor. Not where the empanel may say, I want a competitor who is going to bring documentations to compete me. And no America. See a four. What is that a form? Me the power, me protect your buying, me almost 4 hours. Upe to me, kwasia o candidate. Ne onam Ghana or your truth for ultimate cleaning. Over 30 minutes, 1 hour, kwada. Kwasia, o is Ghana for you. You have no conscience. We are lazy. You cannot defend Bawumia's mess. You can't. I have spent just half of my energy. Your Bush 2027. Nanya maya clear. Hono Moses Sami kuteja. Now, my main point with this. Kojo Pon Kruma say, Sami Jemfin shia no parliament. Abua. Kojo Pon Kruma or radio station wo the Kromo baby. On fresh Sami Jemfi or match wo. Munja emotional politics. Now let's listen to Kojo Pon Kruma. But before I do the Kojo Pon Kruma story, I would like to kill this Jandam. NPP4 are pushing some Jandam out. This is fake news, and I can't even read. NDC supporters don't dress well. They dress like hustlers and weed smokers. Why wouldn't you? I'm a person who can some the Ghana ambassador, Victor Smith and Omo. He never said that. I listened to the interview. Any story like this, it is fake. This man is too smart to even make such a statement. He was talking about Ghanaians coming to the World Cup. And he was saying, there are some things that you need to understand. It helps you even get the visa when you stand before the counselor or whoever is interviewing you. And one of those things is to dress well. One can say NDC4, that is the NPP. This is fake news. In conform to me say, this man is an honorable man. He has been diligent in his politics. He has been very strong when it comes to the NDC principles. J.J. Rollins first aid, Onye, and he has gone through the mill to get to this point. And nobody can destroy people like that. Anywhere you see this news, treat it as some nonsense. This is fake news. I watched the news, the interview myself. He never mentioned any political party or individual. He was just giving an advice to Ghanaians who are coming to the World Cup. Dress well when you're going for the interview. And it's also part of the reason I be able to make visa. No? That's it. Be presentable. And it is one of the best advice anybody can give you. He is the ambassador here and he's telling Ghanaians, if you're going for the interview, present yourself well, dress well. Let the person going to interview know, say, you basically respect their office. It is part of the reasons a bit to my visa. It's simple. NPP4, they don't have anything else to do again. It won't say Victor Smith is a say. Victor Smith did the NDC for time. It is a lie. Asamna Bentra. One of some of the finest gentlemen to even contest to lead the NDC. This man should be part of them. Asamna Bentra. So sometimes NPP4, they are done. Jandam is dead. Baby, I'm story we are treated as some piece of shit. Now, upon Kruma. Kojo upon Kruma. If Sami Jemfi wants to debate, he should come to Parliament. Mummy, go to your Ponkruma. Missing people, they are daft. And Mameka Semicho, Kojo Ponkruma is doing the same thing. Kenufuriata a playbook no. Obeba shows so he would never allow anybody to come and contest his views. And the same playbook that Kenufuriata use here. And they say for the first time, good morning, Ghana. This guy is a liar. He know he's daft. He know he does not have the expertise in what he's talking about. He's just selling jandam. And into Oko TV so on person be able to akobusa questions. Into what he does is Okotina TV so amenkwa eye Kenufuriata 101 nibi no no. This is what we call daft politician. Osroso be able expose no. Boys na mo hype or no. Say no win ID. O me share sabi Jemfi. O questions abusa no so questions o musa o. Osro o say sabi Jemfi mbra parliament. Hey. Tell me catch your mom tibro fu yin nim nyanso. O ma bon tu. Then it means that Kojo Ponkruma, you cannot speak to anybody outside parliament. You also have to make everything in parliament. You are not even supposed to question anybody who is a government appointee. Because then you are stepping out of parliament. Wait, Jimmy, make a say, we are daft too. Okay? They parade in Ghana as some smart boys. And what they do is, NPP, they put some words together and like, oh, Kojo Ponkruma, Nipana Wakana, some say, share me. Or say, parliament. You know what they do in parliament? They know, say, Obiaba parliamentar. They will say, oh, there's a chairman. Don't talk to me, talk through the chairman. Oh, the Omiya of Parliament. Into the parliamentar. What is going to happen is the chairman will be sitting there and they will tell you, oh, address the chairman, not what you can kwasi yourself. Or neutral grounds, no chairman. Let me talk to you one-on-one. So that when I ask you a question, you can answer me. Or but that's a parliament. Not because, oh, I'm not a chairman. I've asked you a question through the chairman. So say, Mr. Chairman, what the honorable person said, I want to ask the question. And the chairman will say, address me. Kwasia, meet him on neutral grounds. Osro, wow, Boadu. Only any economic background be a NPP no do any Jimmy. They can't think. This is a no. What about America or Congress? And I was Senate. Now Yebusa will say, can only Obi Kasama or say come to Senate. Oh, come to the Congress. Are you stupid? Eurade. Are you stupid? Asama can cry one ferry. Amano na yeka amano. Sami Jevi say bra Shangara Sports Stadium or say bra Kakudi. Amano will say come to Parliament. Abuofunu. These are daft people. Oma bon. He party no mutim no. Na shobi to say Salakao. Shobi to say Wuntumi. Shobi to say Abronye. Shobi to say JFK. Omu nyina to pa so okojo ponkoma de onimunyanso because the majority are foolish. They are not smart. Anytime can say somebody in the NPP who is an MP would never get to be a garden boy in the NDC. Today it is showing. Because I'm paying what finance minister or person or taking up bigger positions in the Baumia government in the next 32 years. Yes, see, Sami Jemfi, a young man. Meet him anywhere if you're confident. Explain to Ghana, question Sami Jemfi, or say come to Parliament. I'll Boatoriwa. While born rough, way, I'll pro. While born to. Siasi bra. TV so. Watch a fugwa about to pada the pen drive, Ponasha or to. Brana Sami Jemfi bra or Semenye, Ombra Parliament, a Parliament or Mame. Then you two don't have any right to even question any government appointee. Because you are a parliamentarian. And if you want to question a government appointee, stay in parliament and write a letter through the speaker to bring the person. So you don't have any right to even criticize any government appointee. If that is the principle you are talking about, then it means you are not supposed to even call out any government appointee and say, you are not doing this right. You are not doing this right. Because at the end of the day, when we ask you questions, you say come to parliament. Then stay in parliament. Never document my speaker say, me person never tell you to parliament. Such a childish, twerpic attitude. Let him come to parliament. Forget about it. You are scared. Well, bon or bon for pele. Well, bon utiko no nanam Ghana and I'm a lawyer and I'm the Baumia. Wow, bon Baumia now bon. This is a guy who is speaking for Baumia. Wow, bon rough. Some catcher will say, Sabra from a borrow. They read and they'll come and tell you. Common sense they don't have. Wow, bound to. And then the among some MP are most of the or nim economics or pose questions. Yes, bra, neutral grounds. Amano was still alive. How bofu. Sami Jemfi Ponya a yo. Sami Jemfi on your economist too. Sami Jemfi nya to force no. Or fui unto him for this Sami Jemfi so force out. Upese, ufese out to force. Such a twep in politics. And kwara politics. And then last me catch them say all your communicators, I can lecture all of them, including those on social media, those who are trying to speak and they cannot speak. I can lecture all of them. I don't care about where go school. I can lecture all of them. We kwara ma bon. Yeah, so some a party of full of a Jimmy for. This is a simple thing to clean your CV up to prove to Ghana for say, boy, somebody a small boy. Sami Jemfi on economic background bia. Sami Jemfi mo na mo so a party communication space me so in economics or giant. Sami Jemfi will break you into pieces. The same way I'm cha kojo kwekuba kutino. The last samurai na me yini tie free ono. Sami Jemfi ko be ti uti literally obe yi uti free ko be end o career. Osro say Sami Jemfi be end the career. Osro anka career ending confrontation and outside that side also career ending confront anka be jujaw anka we ex-girlfriends no current girl coming na be jaw kasabi je fi be woto obe you are scared of a career ending moment share anka obeti a few moments later anka usuru a few moments later aboa documents your colleague has filed a document in parliament asking a question that has got nothing to do with you confronting Sami Jemfi because you started this allegation. What has Patrick Boama's paper or whatever he has filed in parliament got to do with you sitting on the same platform asking questions and Sami Jemfi also posing questions to you? You are a liar. We are born for to. We are born to. As someone can you are born to. Wait. Yenimu no kojo ponkroma. Apo. A bon fitai. Osro sabi je vi. Amano. Yembiezu wahaya Shangara Park. Osidabi. Kaukudi Park. Osidabi. Denchira Park. Osidabi. Yembra ne maami fie. Ojain. Na yemetra yanka say a committee, a chairman. Now answer through the chairman. Na kwasi out to busa questions. Osi amano. Kaukudi Park. Meet me. Osi shamo maami fie. Wa bontu. How can you bring a CEO of government agency to parliament to answer questions? Are you stupid? How can you bring a CEO? He is a CEO of Gold Board, and he's giving you the privilege to meet him on a public platform, on TV, to ask him any question you want to ask. You are saying you should come to parliament. Are you stupid? Wa bombi biabi. Wait. And upon kuruma, and upon, it's because, uyi upon kroma na uyi salakawa automatically on catch upon kroma nim nyansa uyi abronye na uyi upon kroma catch upon kroma nim nyansa uyi chema utimi na uyi abronye catch upon kroma nim nyansa uyi eyeda na bi uyi upon inti omutiri mu no upon kroma ben onko international school otisaito and odi 28 na so e ba o hard odi first was saito yeso aben oba international school a we wura presec yesi afechira otumi a osi an school na me bakura no na me kwan wa inti yenko abuofunu Ote inkinkensu SS na odi first ya transfer ba preseka o se ai akra ha de disibia cars ne bo aban ni ntumi nsuya de u ka bo aban ntumi nsuya de ofui 76 Japon Yebeshia Monday. I am still waiting for a contender. I am still waiting. I need somebody who can contest me. Come and show documentations and prove me wrong. Yenya tribe ya no hawo. Enye se we buwe na we muwe. Me say me pe obi obetima contest me a ono so ewo fact. Ene na me hia. Me de ade beto wa na wo so de aba no aka say we oboa. Me documentations na papa. Na untumi nya sadia then means I control. And I keep opening. Mama me ye lazy do. Me here competitor. Who is the competitor? And I want to menka. Many from Ibradango no. I control the airwaves. Nobody here. You can scream. You can shout. You can say. Me did we atem. Me di atem. At the end of the day,